following is a lecture on the art of living given by Shriman Kratudas Ji Adhikari.
Art of living, all right. Art of simple living and high thinking. दुनिया में आए तो जीना ही पड़ेगा. जीवन है अगर जहर तो चलो पी लेते हैं. Art of living. So art means a very beautiful thing. Art, Krishna art means beautiful art. Art gallery means beautiful art gallery. It's a beautiful art gallery. So art. So we want everything beautiful. Everything. And it is right desire. So in order to have beautiful life, in order to have beautiful living, first we have to know who is living and who is dead. So living is a living force. So who is living? Body is living or the soul? The soul is living. Life is within the soul and body has no life. Unless there is a life called living force. Atma. ज्યાં लगी आत्मा तत्व चिन्ह्यो नहीं ત્યાં लगी साधना सर्वजट्ठी. So first of all we have to understand living force. Then we'll find out what is the art of living. So we are the living force. We are the spirit soul, Atma. And anything will live in connection with Atma, Paramatma, is called living. And that is the art. सामान्य मनुष्य ये विज्ञान नहीं जानता कि मैं आत्मा हूँ. इसलिए वो शरीर के संबंध में जीना ही हाईएस्ट लेवल पर, हायर स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग, that is what they call art of living. But it is wrong direction altogether. गलत दिशा में दौड़. It's not art of living. It is false living. It is false art of living. Because the body is false. And anything in pertaining to body you live is called waste of time. Life is coming from life. Life is coming from life. Atma, Paramatma. And living in connection with Atma and Paramatma, Krishna, is a real art of living where there is a bliss. Because both are living force. Both are conscious. So art of living begins, the very fundamental principle, the foundation of art of living is to not think, but is to realize, is to come back to our consciousness that I am not this body. I am the living force, I am the Atma. So anything we live in connection with Atma is a real blissful art of living, blissful living. Anything we live in connection with Krishna, Paramatma and Atma. Because they are the two living force. They are the only two. Just like fish. Fish का, मछली का स्वाभाविक जीवन, सुखमय जीवन, आनंदित जीवन, highest standard of living, highest blissful, आनंदमय life, पानी. पानी ही मछली का आनंदमय जीवन है. The moment we take out fish out of water and give everything beautiful, art of living, highest art of living. You give highest penthouse on top of in a sky where there is a revolving kitchen and a bedroom, revolving. Put fish on a revolving bed. What she will enjoy? It's the highest standard of living, material living. What she will enjoy? आपने उनका जो स्वाभाविक जीवन है वो छीन लिया, पानी। इसी तरह आत्मा का स्वाभाविक जीवन है आध्यात्मिक। आत्मा इज स्पिरिचुअल, आत्मा इज आध्यात्मिक, and that's why the blissful life for Atma is spiritual life. Spiritual life. Atma, स्वाभाविक जीवन, आध्यात्मिक जीवन. This is the art of living. The real life is spiritual life. And spiritual life begins from, very good, mouth and tongue. सेवन मुखे है जीव आदो शुरुआत, beginning, आदो. It begins with tongue and mouth and tongue. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
So your fish back into water. Your fish back into your Atma, and you are practicing Adhyatmic life, beginning with mouth and tongue. The function of mouth and tongue is speaking and eating Krishna Prasad and vibrating Krishna's holy name. Holy name is Krishna. Touching Krishna, serving holy name. Same thing. This is where the real art of living begins. From mouth and tongue. Rupa Goswami, seven mukhe jivado swayameva puratyada. Automatic. Your work is done. Just vibrate your mouth and tongue and vibrate holy name, and automatic. Swayameva puratyada. Krishna will manifest himself automatically. This is the real art of living. This is the art of living. So we know the art of living. Hare Krishna people knows the art of living. Nobody else have a clue what is the art of living. Such a blissful life. I am in this Krishna consciousness for last over 42 years. Blissful life. Never regret. Stay high forever. Never come down. Stay high forever. You don't need beer or booze. You don't need anything. You don't need LSD, marijuana, injections, grass. You don't know all these things. But these are high drugs, high, from America. Stay high forever. We stay high forever. Krishna conscious devotees, they stay high forever, never come down. Anandam buddhi vardhanam, high. Vardhan, higher, never come down. Anandam buddhi, ocean of bliss increases every moment. This is art of living. When he was singing, I was in ecstasy. Nice tune, nice singing, nice. I wished it had continued forever. Nice singing. You become high, right? Immediately you put yourself on a highest level of bliss. Immediately. Because spirit, I'm spirit. And a spiritual chant. May Adhyatmik or singing Adhyatmik, Krishna Adhyatmik, Gita Bhagavad Adhyatmik, Vaishnava Adhyatmik, and I'm being Adhyatmik, I'm properly set in a proper Adhyatmik atmosphere. A diamond is set in a proper setting. Similarly, the soul is set in a proper setting in ISKCON, where there is bliss and increasing bliss. ISKCON knows what is her standard of living. What is the art of living? We have highest standard, more than demigods. Demigods, Indra is waiting to take birth in ISKCON. He is in a line. Because he didn't find bliss in heavenly planets with Ramba and Urvasi and Apsara and Nandanvan, Somras. He didn't find that. He is waiting in a line to take birth in ISKCON Mataji's womb, who is a pure devotee. This is art of living. We know. Vetti. We know what is art of living. Art of living means, if you like, you can dilute art of living by saying, let's balance both material and spiritual life. You can do that, but in material life you will waste your time. There is no bliss. There is no bliss. Nirananda. भौतिक जगत निरानंद है और आध्यात्मिक जगत सच्चिदानंद रूप, आनंद रूप, निरानंद रूप. जड़, चेतन, temporary, sanatan, full of knowledge, total ignorance. So how can you find any good life in material world? Out of question. Fish out of water. Out of question. They try to adjust themselves, thinking art of living means so and so and so many things. But art of living, only we know. Only we know. Nobody else knows. Tava bhakta gatre sparsanam. Parsanam. Krishna's devotees' gatra, limbs, by touching the devotees' limbs. So, this is the art of living. Completely opposite. We are spiritual, and here is a matter. How can fish be happy in outside of water? Not possible. That is all false propaganda, art of living. Unless you come to the conclusion that I am spirit soul and my real life is spiritual life. And in spiritual life we found total bliss. And that's why we are practicing day in and day out. This is a real bliss. It may look like there is no bliss, chanting 16 rounds every single day. My God, I have 12 hours duty. And then traveling back and forth, and then on top 16 rounds, 2 hours. Yes, because that's a real life, that's a real bliss, that's art. That's a real art. Art of living means chanting holy name, by which we can increase our ocean of bliss. We are looking for bliss. But we are looking for bliss in a wrong place. Material world is a wrong place. It's called Nirananda, Asat, Asar. It looks like there is a pleasure in material world. Looks like. And it is coming for a few seconds and gone. That's material pleasure. And for that few second pleasure, you will have to work so many months and years. And once you got it, it just finishes in a snap of a finger and gives you pain for a long time. That's material pleasure. And spiritual pleasure means Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. Stays forever and increases forever. That's art of living. We want eternal bliss. Not I, Gai, came and gone, flickering happiness, called flickering. Prahlad Maharaj says, Chapal Sukha. Chapal Sukha means flickering happiness. Chapal Sukha, flickering happiness means it comes, stays for very less amount of time and gone. Jalak, glimpse of pleasure, glimpse of. So this is material pleasure. That's not art of living. Patchwork. On name of art of living, there are so many material activities. Almost 90%. Helping poor and having. We want to help poor also. Who is poor? Those who don't have knowledge of spirit and Krishna are poor. They are the poor people. He may be rich in money wise, but he is not rich. He is working like an ass 12 to 13 hours a day minimum to make bucks. Then money comes, and once the money comes, then sense gratification comes. Dharma, artha, kam. Artha, money comes, then kam comes. And kam, frustration, total frustration. What is this? There is nothing in this. Oh, I got frustrated. Living entity gets frustrated. Then he strives for moksha. Moksha means not those 5 liberation. Moksha means mukti hitva anyatha rupam swarupena vivastiti. Mukti means we should become very established in our swarupa. Jivara swarupa hai Krishnera nityadas. This is our swarup. I am eternal part and parcel of Krishna. So we have to fix ourselves into serving Krishna. Jivara swarupa hai nityadas. And in that liberation, there is bliss, ocean of bliss. And it doesn't cost anything. You don't have to work hard for bread and butter and a penthouse and beautiful wife and beautiful husband, and just let it roll. Whatever Krishna has given you so far at your age, just use that, continue with that, but change your dimensions, change your views. Thinking badal dena hai, idea. The real art of living means I am living and life is coming from me and I am the soul, and real art of living is that I become fixed in Krishna's transcendental loving devotional service. Jivara swarupa hai Krishna nityadas. Nityadas. Nitya seva, nitya jivan. Eternal life. This is eternal life, to become situated on a spiritual level, spiritual life. And from that level, we have to increase and take our consciousness to the highest level, and highest level is Krishna consciousness. We should remain conscience of Krishna at every moment. This is the topmost, highest art of living. This is the art of living. That we can elevate our Chetana, our consciousness, to Krishna consciousness. This is the real art of living. Then you don't need these material amenities, insurances, and house, and wife, and children, and body, and mind, and intelligence. You are above all this. Soul, Atma. Atma. From whom consciousness comes. And when we come to that level, its real bliss starts. That's the real art of living. Real art of living. No artificial art of living. So-called artificial art of living. It's not real art. So-called. लगता है कि मुझे जीने की कला मैं जान गया, लगता है ऐसा। जीने की कला तो है कृष्ण भक्ति, रसभावितामति क्रियतामपि कृतो विलभ्यते तत्र लोल्यमपि मूल्यमेकम जन्म कोटि सुकृतय न लभ्यते, जन्म कोटि सुकृतय न लभ्यते, न लभ्यते। करोड़ों जन्मों के सुकृत से भी आपकी जिंदगी सही नहीं होगी। सो दिस कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस, कृष्ण भावना, कृष्ण चेतना इज द रियल आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग। एंड वो आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग कहाँ से मिलेगी? कृष्णा भक्ति रस भावितामति, एंड इट इज फुल ऑफ ब्लिस, रस। कृष्णा भक्ति इज फुल ऑफ bliss. For what? We are looking for everywhere, every moment. We are looking for bliss. And there is no peace in our life. So where is that bliss? The bliss is in Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati. Ras is, bliss is in Krishna Bhakti. This is the art of living. Krishna Bhakti. रसभाविता मति क्रियताम, खरीदो, क्रिय, कृत्य, कृत, कृत्य, यू टू बाय। क्रियताम अपि कुतो भी लभ्य, जहाँ भी मिल जाए उनको खरीद लो। और वो खरीदने का मूल्य क्या है? तत्र लोल्यम अपि मूल्यम एकम, उनको खरीदने का मूल्य एक है, लोलुप्ता, लोलुप्ता। वेयर कैन आई गेट इट? How can I get it? Who can give me? Please, I'm just running mad like a madman, chicken without head, flop, flop, running. Where is it? Where can I get? Where can I get? Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavit. Where can I? Lolyam api mulyam ekam. Sat Goswami Prabhu, हे राधे व्रजदेवी के चललिते, हे नंद सुनो घोषंता Kedair Mahavihvalo, Mahavivalta and Khed, and they are running like a madman. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Are you at Govardhan? Are you at Vansivat? Vansivate? Are you at in Vrindavan? Are you in Mahavan? Where are you? Where are you? They were running like a madman. हे राधे व्रजदेवी के चललिते, हे नंद सुनो कुता, कहाँ हो, कहाँ हो? Are you at the foothills of Govardhan? Govardhan Kalpa Pahada Patale. Kalindi, are you at the bank of Jamuna? Kalindi Vanyekuta, in the forest of Kalindi, on the bank of Kalindi? Where are you? Where are you? Lolyam, Lob. So this is the art of living. They left disgusting material world with every single penny they had, and queens they had, and mahal, big Attalikae mahal, big palaces. They just left behind like a stool. It is stool. It's ejected once for all. And then now they are having a lobe about Krishna consciousness. And then they got the real living, real art of living. They started real living, spiritual life. This is art of living. ठीक है, we can मस्का आपको लगा देंगे हम कि भैया आप बड़े साहब बन जाओ, बड़े पैसा बना लो, बड़ी लाड़ी गाड़ी, सुंदर स्त्री, लाड़ी means beautiful wife and beautiful children and highest standard of living on 100th floor penthouse, having 10-15 bedrooms and whatnot, highest standard of living. That's the art of. It's not. It's not. You will have meningitis in that penthouse. You will have headache. The penthouse will come to bite you every minute. no peace. You will have to take pills for sleeping, pills for diarrhea. You will keep passing. You will never stop. Headache, it's nothing but headache. Material world is no place for gentlemen, and there cannot be any art of living in a material world. You can try as much as you want, as many lives as you want. Material pleasure gives you material real pleasure. Then you have one wife, this much pleasure, one time pleasure. 2 wives should give you twice pleasure, and 3 wives should give you 3 times pleasure. Happens? He has experience. It doesn't happen. First paycheck, so much X amount of pleasure. पहला paycheck, इतना आनंद. दूसरा paycheck, double. तीसरा paycheck, triple. It happens like that? No? On the contrary, I don't want this paycheck anymore. I'm tired of it. I want vacation. I want to quit job. Everybody wants to quit job. If everybody has a choice today, they will never go to work. And the choice is there. I made a choice. I threw my master degree certificate into garbage. Garbage. Next day, I met Prabhupada and I put my master degree and professional registration, engineering registration into garbage. Useless. It doesn't give any pleasure. Doesn't give. So art of living means we have to understand living. Who is living? The body or the soul? And if soul is the living, then life comes from it, and soul has to live, then it has to be spiritual activity. And that's the real art of living begins. That's where the real art of living begins. Not you polish the cage and don't take a bird within the cage. This is the art of living. And if you want to balance both material and spiritual life, you are welcome to balance it. But ultimately, at 51, you must give it up. You must give it up. Because it's not your natural life. Ekavan in 1, Vrindavan. Ekavan means Vrindavan, Prabhupada says. 1. 51 means 1, means Vrindavan. 51 you must retire, otherwise you are insane. You are totally insane. Why? Because after Ekavan, whatever you do is plus, believe me. Whatever you earn up to 51, that's all you need. Simple living and high thinking. Kids are gone. House is almost paid up. Not paid up, don't worry. Cars are paid up. And drive car to Vrindavan. Just sell your house, you will get $1 million, million rupees, whatever rupees. Just go to Vrindavan and just live simple. I went to Vrindavan to live in the hut, believe me. I wanted to build a hut on a roadside. Rather, I got a palace. That is Krishna's arrangement. I didn't expect. Krishna gave me. He gives. I became devotee. You won't believe how. I said to myself, I'll go to marketplaces, pick up the grains and vegetables that is rejected by vendors and take home and just live on that. But I don't want this material life. I'm disgusted totally. There is no bliss of any kind. Only hatred, competition, and corruption, and everything that you don't want, you indulge in. Spiritual life is a real life of living. It is the art of living. Simple living and high thinking. If you want to retire early, I tell you how to retire. You people are all IT people, or master in business administration, MBA, MBBS, BACA. So just save 25% of your money and put it in an index fund, if you know index fund. Anybody knows index fund here? Nobody. You wasted whole life. You wasted your whole life. You don't know. Nobody CA here? You don't know?
I know.
He knows. Why didn't you raise your hand? You also wasted your life. Am I right? Put it in CA in index fund.
I have not bought index fund. I know about it.
So buy it tomorrow. And you will remember me at 51. You said, oh, I retired very nicely. Fabulous money. I can have so much income for everything. And just invest in no stock, useless. No buildings and apartments, useless. No FD, useless. No stock exchange, useless. No insurances, useless. Just put your money into index fund, and when you retire 51, you will have fabulous money. Believe me, you will have. Just save 25%, whatever you can save, 50%. Live simple, very simple today. You are young, chap, and you can live very simple and think high like me. Right? Now, Kush, am I right?
Yes.
Index fund. You know index fund. What is it? Tell them. I want you to tell them.
It is a kind of mutual fund where money is invested in equity.
Yes.
It is safe.
Safe, and it's not gambling, and commission only 0.5%. And everywhere, insurance guys, they take fat commission. Everywhere they take so much cut from you. So much cut. And no tax also?
Yeah.
No tax. What beautiful. I had a Bhakti retreat. I had a camp for young people like you just last weekend. And we gave this seminar, how to retire early for practicing Krishna, for preaching Krishna consciousness, for preaching, how you can retire early. We had this seminar, where to invest, how to invest, and what to do. Kamal Prabhu, he gave seminar. Kamal Ahuja, one of my disciples. Very nice. So this is art of living. Just save. Prabhupada says that a grahastha must save money. And saving, put it where? In index fund, in what is that bank? HDFC. I don't even know. HDFC. They will charge you 0.5%. Go on internet yourself and just click and invest, and it is done on your computer. Finish. Very beautiful. So this is the art of living. Save as much as you can today, and 51, pack material life. Take your wife to one, to Vrindavan, or preaching. Like I have my wife with me all the time, only inch away. She remains inch away. She keeps that much distance. But take your wife or your husband, and you don't need money that you invested. When you become preacher, people will support, people will give you so much that you cannot handle. I get so much that I cannot even handle. People will give you. And you are all intellectuals, CA, MCA, BA, and IIM, and whatnot. This is art of living. Art of living means managing our material life in such a way that we can maximize our spiritual life where there is a bliss. We can do. We don't need anything to become totally spiritual. Like Rup Sanatan, Sad Goswamis, they left everything they had. They didn't take anything with them. They had billions of dollars at that time. They left everything behind. But if you want to take, just invest in index fund. He will tell you everything. Take it with you, and you will be ahead of the game. You will be ahead of the game, and a gang. You will be ahead of a gang also. So art of living means spiritual life. And spiritual life is simple living and high thinking. High thinking. This is where everything is at. This is art of living. Chanting Hare Krishna, 16 mala a day, in and day out. 16 mala of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Every single day. This is art of living. Following 4 regular principles. This is art of living. No illicit sex, gambling, meat eating and intoxication. You save tons of money if you don't do these 4 things. Don't you? No cup of coffee or Coca-Cola or booze or Budweiser or Chivas Regal or whatnot. Right there you cut cigarette, Winston or whatever. You cut everything. No chai. 10 rupees nowadays for chai. No meat, fish, egg. Meat means expensive business. And gehu, 10 rupees kilo. If you want 10 rupees kilo. Best gehu, 25. Maybe 30 nowadays. 30?
30.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
30 to 40, okay. That's the base rice, talking about durum wheat flours and stuff, durum. But you go to red potia gaon or something, 10 rupees, go to the sarkari shops, 10 rupees kilo. And that's good enough, that's better even. Sarkari gaon is better even. Sarkari khana. Simple living and high thinking. People think this is no good. No, it's very good. Basmati, 150 rupees kilo, will give you so much gas in your tummy. So much gas. Sala rice will, useless rice. And everybody eats sala rice. Isn't it? Who eats sala rice here? Sala rice means cooked rice. They pre-cooked. Whatever that is. Who eats those rice? In Delhi they call sala rice. Sala rice means pre-cooked, pre-boiled, pre-steamed actually, the right term. They steam, I know how they make it. Many my disciples, they have these rice mills. So they steam the husk with the husk. When the rice is in the husk, they steam that and then they take out the rice, which is cooked already. And you recook that rice, becomes poison, Prabhupada says. Totally useless rice. We have to know this art of living. This is art of living. This is art of living. And on top, we want to offer it to Krishna. We want to offer it to Krishna. This is art of living. If you don't offer it to Krishna and you eat bhoga, then what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita? Stena Pandit. Stena eva saha means
He's a thief only.
he's a chore. He's a chore, thief. And again, next sloka? No, next sloka he says, Yagna sista sinna santo munchati mukta. Sarva kilbi sahi matlab paap. Kilbi sahi. Bhujante te agam papa. Ghor papa. Kha rahe. So if you offer it to Krishna, this is art of living. And if you eat bhoga, that means you are eating pap and you are chor and you are ghor papi. यज्ञ शिष्ट सिन्न संतो, यज्ञ से बचा हुआ जो खाते हैं प्रसाद, तो यज्ञशिष्ट सिन्न संत मुंचिते सर्व किल्बिषी, वो सर्व पापों से मुक्त हो जाते हैं. सर्व किल्बिषी, किल्बिषी पाप, सर्व पाप. भुजन्ते ते अगम पापा, आत्म कारण, दोज हु कुक फॉर देयर बेली, जो अपने पेट के लिए पकाते हैं, वो इन्वेरिएबली ईटिंग सिन एंड दे आर गौर पापा, दे आर, वो महापापी है, महापापी. भगवान को भोग लगाए बिना जो भी खाता है वो कैसा पापी है? घोर पापी. So this is art of living, to offer prasadam. For regular principle is so much money. No eating outside, onion, garlic, and outside junky food. You save so much money. No illicit sex. You save so much money. No illicit sex means you will be really healthy, both of you and wife will be very healthy. Urdhareta उनको बोलते हैं, urdhareta. You are raising your energy to the topmost level. Your brain becomes very fertile, बहुत बुद्धिमान, and you become healthy. Healthy. Urdhareta. No illicit sex, no gambling, no stock exchange. Everybody loses in stock. There is nobody who hasn't got their paper in the hand. They think this is so much, but at the end it is just a paper. You just put it into the fire. No gambling. Save so much money. No illicit gambling, meat eating, intoxication. No Coca-Cola, no coffee, no intoxication. You save so much money. And all this money put into the index fund. This is art of living. And at the age of 50, it will become at least maybe 30, 40, 50, 100 times that fund. So much money you will get. This is art of living. So much money you save, follow pure regular principle, and so much time you save if you chant Hare Krishna 16 rounds. So much time you save. And quit your job if you have to work 12 hours a day and under lots of pressure and under lots of competition and wrath and anger and anguish, and quit that job and you will get another job which is 1.5 times more paying. Believe me, take my words. One of my disciples, you ask him, I will give you phone number. I told him, quit your job today. And he believed me. Guru Maharaj says, let me quit. He quit, and next day he got another job, 1.5 times more. And easy, only hours, 8 hours, 7.5 hours, Saturday, Sunday off. And they're 12 hours a day. I said, no, you don't need this. Quit it. And he did. Guru Mukha Padma. Art of living. And he got Arjun Sakha, his name. You know him? Arjun Sakha, you don't. So, art of living. You have to practice Krishna consciousness very staunchly, very staunch. Bhakti pareshanubhava, virakti anyatrascha. विरक्त करेगी भक्ति. अगर विरक्त करेगी तो किसके लिए चाहिए? क्या चाहिए? कितना चाहिए? Dogs on the street, they don't even eat your bread and butter. So many रोटीज पड़ी रहती हैं, कुत्ते खाते भी नहीं हैं. तो हमें नहीं मिलेगा कोई रोटी, हमें कोई कपड़ा नहीं मिलेगा. कपड़े भी आजकल इतने ओवरफ्लो कपड़े, कितने कपड़े चाहिए? मकान, India has very good weather, very nice weather. You can have small little place and practice Krishna consciousness under the tree. And you take 1 acre land in the woods, in countryside, have 1 cow, and peaceful. Of course, I am also not intelligent because I get into preaching and running and raat and morning and evening. run, run, run. I also don't know art of living. I should slow down, go to Vrindavan. I have beautiful house, beautiful everything. Relax and just concentrate on Krishna and elevate my consciousness. But Prabhupada will not be happy, my Guru. My Gurudev will not be happy. That's why I'm doing this hard work. So be it. Let me die in the field, like Prabhupada did. I'm following his footsteps. He ordered me personally. He told me personally, you become preacher. He told me, you are a spirit soul? Yes. How much you are doing for your spirit soul and your body? I said, nothing. I just do everything for my body. So why don't you do something for your body? For your soul, for yourself, the soul. And next day I quit the job. It clicked in my head. I don't do anything for myself. I'm doing everything for others. Doesn't make sense. So I just keep my job. Nice engineering position, professional engineer. Kick it. What am I doing? Wrong direction, just U-turn. This is art of living. Art of living. Spiritual life. Okay, I can go on probably whole night, but you don't have time. Many people have to go Sunday to the work, I'm sure, overtime. And I'm sure you will find people here. You will find deadlines. Especially CS, they just had their deadlines. March end. March, this is April. April. Okay, so they just passed. They are their deadlines. They are relaxing now. So any question at all about simple living? Art of living, sorry. Art of living.
Maharaj, thank you for the wonderful class. Only one question I have is, when you are living in this material world, material problems will come. So, how to take shelter and be maintain the faith while we are living the material world?
Don't live in material world. Why? Who told you to live in material world? Live in spiritual world. We are living in spiritual world, and you are also, but you don't know. I know. I'm living in spiritual world while being here. Just change your consciousness. That's all. Just do whatever you have to do materially, thinking that it is spiritually. I'm doing it for Krishna. And change your consciousness. That's it. Change. If you have penny, the consciousness, I have $1 million. So put that faith. I have a penny, but that is $1 million. And I'm a millionaire. Change. Immediately you become millionaire. Immediately. It's just a thinking. Changing consciousness. And it works. It works. So much peace, so much bliss, so much satisfaction, so much no agony, no krodha, no very, very change. You have to change everything. Looks material. This looks material. But no, it is spiritual. This is spiritual. So that's it. You seeing material and I see spiritual. Or vice versa. I see material, you seeing spiritual. Hare Krishna mantra. Change. Consciousness. Then this very world becomes spiritual for you. It looks material, but changing consciousness. We have to change consciousness, that's all. Art of living. Change our views, change our consciousness, spiritual consciousness. This is the real art of living. You gain millions of dollars by listening to me, didn't you? Didn't you? Yes. Who did? Hello, Sabas. Everybody became millionaires. She is to retire tomorrow. You will. You have. Believe me. You have saved millions of dollars by listening to me today. And you will remember me when it will click to you. Yes, Prabhuji told me this. Huh? Ekavan. Ekavan. It will click you. It will click. You save so much wrath by listening to this lecture. Just change your consciousness, that's all. From Bhautik to Adhyatmik. See everything Adhyatmik. See Krishna everywhere. Yo mam pasyati sarvatra. Sabas. Tasyaham. Very good. Yo mam pasyati sarvatra. See everything in everything see Krishna. This is Krishna. This is Krishna. And we can train our consciousness, Chetana, mind, eyes, to see like that. Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastine Sunichai Vuspake Cha Pandita Sandarsi. Spiritual wisdom. Stavar Jangam na dekhe tar murti sarvatra spurayate nija ista spurti. Nija ista spurti. Thavar Jangam, he doesn't see this is a tree, this is body, this is Gada, this is Kutta, this is that. No, he sees Krishna. Doesn't see Gada, doesn't see Kutta. He sees Krishna. Ishta. Ishta Dev, Krishna. Change the vision. Change the vision. This is art of living. This is the real art of living. We have to change vision. Any other question? Yes.
So we hear this inspirational story that how even though you had such a opulent professional career in the USA and living such a nice corporate life there, most of the people can admire or aspire to do that. But somehow just with the mercy of Guru, Krishna and Prabhupada, you came in touch with him and you had developed so much of faith and that he left everything. But now actually in our case, we don't have that faith, we don't have that laulyam. So how to develop that laulyam? How to develop that faith in the Lord? How to develop, to be eager in coming to the association of the devotees?
Well, Rupa Goswami gives instruction in Nectar of Instruction. Those 11 slokas are very inspirational. He said, Utsaha Nischayat, strong determination. I had a strong determination. I don't want this material life. I'm finished with it. I'm done with it. I don't want it. And anything Prabhupada said, I threw into the garbage. He said, don't do this. I threw in the garbage. He said, do this. And I did it immediately. Anukune sankalpa pratikulin varjanam. Immediately. Nischay, strong determination. With the strong determination, you can move Himalayan mountain. You can move. You have to have strong determination. Utsahan, Nischaya, Dhairya, and Dhiraj. Patience. So strong determination. Wow. Bhishma Patigya. Bhishma Patigya. I want to do this. Nobody is going to buzz me. Nobody is going to tell me anything. I want to do this. And I will do this. Hell with everything else. This is what my Guru Maharaj says, and I want to do it. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya. Chittete Kariyakya. Arana. Guru never, and in ISKCON, Guru will never cheat you. If he cheats you, right away he's out. GBC and so many checks and balance in ISKCON. Over Gurus, over GBCs, over presidents, over everybody. Check and balance. So when they say something, do it immediately without thinking. Then you can do it. Especially your Guru. Because he's your well-wisher. It doesn't have to tell you personally. In his lecture, he said, we hear in lecture also. And we did that immediately. And in person also, little bit. Not so much in person. more in lecture. He said this and we did it in lecture. Tape, rather. That time it was cassettes, tape. Now it is MP3 and MP4 and whatnot. So Nischay, Dheeraj, strong determination and faith, and just do it. And put your intelligence, mind, body, relations with everybody into garbage when it comes to Guru Mukha Padma Vakya. Just put that into garbage. Think that it doesn't exist. And whatever Guru says, just do it. Just do it. And just do it. Get off the part and just do it. Sorry, it's a slang, get off the part is a slang. But just do it. Then you can do it. If you don't have that strong faith and determination in Guru Mukha Padma, that much we are lacking. Any other question?
For the fallen souls like us in the material world.
Who said that you are fallen? Who said? Nobody says here. A devotee is most exalted, and on top you are the leader here. Who says you are the fallen soul? So I correct you there. Start above it, not below. Start above it. Maybe your question already mitigated by now. You are not a fallen soul.
His question is not, he cannot form that question without saying.
That's why I said it is mitigated. It's already mitigated. I answer your question.
Maharaj, for all practical purposes, in the material world, physically things are visible, so automatically you develop so-called
Faith.
myself faith. But in the spiritual world, it's not visible. So every time you kind of digress. So how you develop that conflict?
Because the spiritual thing is paroksha. Paroksha. And this is pratyaksha. Seeing is believing. So that you believe. But paroksha, spiritual is paroksha. And you know that spiritual is real truth. Even though it is paroksha. It is truth. So we will never see it with our material eyes. That's why that is Pramanjana Churita Bhakti. You have to have spiritual eyes. So paroksha we cannot see. That's why we don't want to kind of have a faith in it and do it in. But spiritual master, that's why spiritual master is no Rutvikism, no Bangalore. Bangalore, we are Bangalore. No Bangalore, no Rutvik. We have to have a living spiritual master who is totally Krishna conscious and who will never cheat us. He is our well-wisher, he is our well-wishing friend, and he is approved by all sadhus, and he is tested over years, and whatever he speaks for me, immediately I have to do, no matter what. Because spiritual is paroksha, and that's why we don't tend to have faith in it. But spiritual master is pratyaksha. Pratyaksha, Krishna. Pragat Krishna, Pragat Hari. Spiritual master is called Pragat Hari. Krishna in a Pragat. Pragat means manifested form of Krishna. That is Sakshad Haritvena Samasta Sastre. Achari Mam Vignaniyam Nav Manyat Karachit Namarti Buddhiya Suyat
Sarvadeva Mayogas.
पंडित है, मानना पड़ेगा। आप सब प्रभुपाद की श्लोका बुक 3 साल में कंठस्थ कर दो। कौन करेगा? बुद्धिमानों सब 3 साल में। प्रभुपाद श्लोका बुक, यू विल बिकम बेस्ट प्रीचर। चलो 5 साल में कौन करेगा? 5 साल में। 10 साल में कौन करेगा? 10 साल। यू विल बी टोटली पंडित, यू विल बी ब्यूटीफुल पंडित। You agree with me? You agree with me? Good. He is with me. Sarvadevamaya Guru. Sakshadharitven. Sakshadhari. Guru is none other than manifested form of Krishna in front of us. So it is not paroksha, it is pratyaksha. But most of the spiritual stuff is paroksha, beyond our material senses. Achinta khalu ye bhava. Achinta. That's why it is achinta. Bhav. Achinta khalu ye bhava. Very good. And then? But at least you got one line more than me. I give you 10 points. Achinta khalu ye bhava na tarkena yojayat. With tarka, intelligence, you cannot perceive spiritual stuff, spiritual Krishna, spiritual anything. Because it's material. Senses. Or it is beyond senses. Paroksha. So that's why your question was?
In material world, you develop faith because you can see physically.
So you can see through the eyes of your Guru. Guru is transparent via media. It becomes crystal clear. Guru makes it crystal clear. Who is not going to cheat you? Who is your well-wisher? So through his eyes we can see. Any other question? Yes?
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Could you, in simpler terms, help us or give us the sutra of chanting the holy name, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, very offenselessly and submissively? How to have that mood? Any hand tips which could help us?
Lord Chaitanya already gave that tips, but we don't want to take that tips. That's why we are questioning again and again. He said, Trunadapi sunichena. Sadahari. So you have to become more insignificant than a straw in the street. घास के तिनके से भी तुच्छ अपने आप को समझना, लेकिन मैं बड़ा साहब, मैं बड़ा पेंट हाउस वाला, मैं बड़ा कार वाला, मैं बड़ी बीबी वाला, जिनकी बीबी बड़ी उनका बड़ा नाम है। सब बीबी बड़ी है, उनसे सब बीबी उनसे बड़ी होती है ना? आपसे सब, हर हस्बैंड से बीवी क्या होती है? बड़ी। हाँ, बड़ी, उनका बड़ा नाम और बीवी बड़ी। So what was that?
How to chant.
Chant. Trunadapi sunichena. You have to think lower than straw in the street. No bada saab. I'm more disgusted. I'm more lower than a worm in a stool. Puri shera kita, hayam huise lagist. I'm more lower than a worm in a stool. Stool, when you evacuate, does it have any value? Can you buy a piece of cake with it? Can you buy a piece of Coca-Cola or piece of... can you buy tea or coffee? Disgusted. Nobody wants to see nearby. Nobody wants to go nearby. Stool. Stinky. Very stinky. So, worm in that stool is even more disgusted, more lower. And I am more lower than that worm in a stool. Who thinks like this here? Anybody thinks? How can you chant nice rounds? Anybody thinks like that? No? बड़ा सांप, बड़ी मेम, है ना, बड़ी बेबी. Who thinks like that? पुरुषेर किट हो मुझे से लगिस्ट और जगाई मदाई हो मुझे से पापिस्ट. मैं जगाई मदाई से भी बड़ा पापी हूँ. Who thinks like that? I'm not papi. Why did you tell me papi? I'm not papi. Well, we are papi. We don't think like this. How can you chant nice rounds? And most tolerant than a tree. You cut the branches of the tree, fruits, flowers, leaves, everything. Still that tree will give you shade, fruits, flowers, everything. If somebody cut your hand and you say, thank you Prabhuji, you have given me so much. Can we say that? No? Then how can you chant good rounds? Haridas Thakur was beaten up, practically killed in 22.
Marketplace.
Was he not? And then what did he do?
He was praying for them to forgive.
Exactly.
Yes, because they are.
So who is tolerant like that? Nobody. How can you chant good rounds? How can you chant? Jesus Christ was hanged by his followers. And what did he say?
Forgive them, for they do not know what they do.
Exactly. Sabas, Pandit. Same words. They didn't know. No, they don't know. Please forgive. Who will speak such words? He can chant nice rounds. Then you can chant nice rounds. And then always giving respect to others. Amanina. Even Chiti and Chidiya, you give them respect. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm in your way. Or I'm sorry, I did this to you, I'm sorry. Who is here habituated to say sorry? Oh, I'm right, I didn't do anything. Nobody wants to say sorry. Nobody wants to say sorry. And sorry is just very common. We have to go lower, way lower than saying sorry. We don't even say sorry. Who says sorry? Anybody knows? Anybody says sorry when something comes up? No. हमारी भाषा में सॉरी जैसा शब्द ही नहीं है. क्या कहेंगे? मैं सत्य हूँ. मैं अमानिना. मैं means Manina, not Amanina. So who can chant if it is me? I am right, I am big, a big gun, I am big will. I am big. I am the person. How can you chant good rounds? How can you? And Man Dena, even giving respect to a Chiti and Chidiya. Insignificant dog and hog, we should give respect. My dear sir, I'm sorry, I'm in your way. Please, I'm sorry. Who can give sorry to dogs and hogs? I'm more lower than. Mandena. Mandena, not just human beings. Mandena. Under such a humble state of mind, if your mind is at that level, that humbler level, then Lord Chaitanya says, you can have a quality rounds. You can have quality rounds. Then you become serious and sincere. Then you can give more priority, early morning priority to chanting. Then you can chant without offense. Tabito gaibo harinama sukhe aparada habehata. You have to have a proper frame of mind in order to chant pure rounds. Pure rounds means devoid of offenses. Pure rounds means anya abhilasa sunya and gyan karmad anavrutam. Then Anukulana Krishna Anusilan. This is the proper way of chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Anya Abhilasha Sunya. No agitated mind, I want, I want, I want. Anya Abhilasha Sunya. And Gyan Karmad Fek do. Anavritam. Then Anukul and Krishna Anusilan. Under such a state of mind, if we can chant, giving utmost priority. So we have to have strong determination. Strong determination. Then we can chant. Serious and sincere. We have to become serious, dead serious about chanting. Serious and sincere. And then sincerity. I have to do 4 o'clock morning, get up, I have to do this chanting before I start anything. I must finish my rounds. Then whatever energy is left, I'll give it to my boss. But right now, all energy to my boss, and at the night, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You have given all your energy to your boss, not Krishna. How can you chant Guru? When you come back from work, 8 hours, 12 hours, you're dead tired. And on top you eat like this. Whole day you have just lunch. And when you eat like this, all energy goes into that digestion. And then on top your kids or your wife or your husband nagging on you and Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, yeah, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, yeah, we'll do. There is no energy left. And on top nagging. And you're chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, I have 12 rounds left. I have 12 rounds left. At 12 o'clock, 12 rounds left. Midnight, 12 o'clock. Formula is given by Lord Chaitanya. Tirunada Pisuni, Taravesa, Amanina, Mandena. Kirtaniya Sadhari. Any other question? Being religious and being spiritual, vast difference. Being religious is almost like material thing. Almost. Religious means my dharma. Dharma means I am a stri, I have to have certain dharma. Religious. I am a king, I have certain dharma. I am a husband, I have certain dharma. Dharma, duty to perform. Or if you call religion, then also, if it is not connected with Krishna or God, then that dharma is also not Bhagavata dharma, and that dharma is mundane, material. It has to be Bhagavat dharma. Bhagavata dharma means Krishna. And Krishna conscious activity is a Bhagavat dharma. Dharma and Bhagavatam iha. Durlabham manusam janma. Religious means duty. Religious. And you can change your religion from Christian to Hindu to Muslim, and change your dadi to no dadi, and dadi to Sikha, and Sikha to Tilak, and Tilak also this to that. You can change your religion. You can change your religion. You can change your dharma, but you cannot change spiritual. I am a spirit, Krishna is spirit, the supreme spirit, and my eternal duty is to serve him. This you cannot change. Liquidity is the dharma of water. Similarly, dharma of soul, duty of soul, or religion of soul, or spirituality of soul is to serve Krishna. That is spiritual. And when that dharma applies to Krishna, then Bhagavad dharma is spiritual. Okay, thank you very much. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So, in one line, if I have to summarize, is to the real art of living can be defined as when the life starts. The real life starts when we stop serving our senses, instead start serving senses of Krishna via Krishna consciousness. But then, if we go into certain points, or based on summary, is first of all we need to understand what a living entity and a non-living entity is, and Guru Maharaj explained as the life comes from life. That means he was indicating towards soul, and consciousness is the symptom of soul. So if Paramatma is not there along with the soul, and then that body is considered as dead. So, and then if I connect with yesterday's and day before yesterday's session, so he was again indicating towards changing the lifestyle and raising the consciousness in going in sadhu sangha, and then start understanding our eternal position, which is servant of Krishna, and start doing the devotional service, and eventually try to raise the consciousness beyond mode of material nature and attain Krishna's love.
Hare Krishna. So basically I have a question. So Maharaj is saying for art of living we should try to retire early, and probably he has just given a mark that 51. So based on situation people can retire. But my question is, he's saying that go and settle in Vrindavan. I'm pretty much sure that it's not an instruction for all, because he might have given personal instruction to someone. So for most of us who don't receive a personal instruction, so should we consider this that Maharaj is saying try to retire and go and settle in Vrindavan and practice over there?
What was the last one?
So is Maharaj is trying to say most of us who he hasn't given personal instruction, who means I didn't receive personal instructions, and I believe few of other devotee will be in the same category. So is Maharaj is trying to say that try to retire whenever it's possible and go and settle in Vrindavan, and then after do the bhakti over there. Is that Maharaj is trying to say?
Hare Krishna, he's trying to say that live simple life and save some money. He was saying something to put it. So at 51 you can easily do spiritual. You can go with your wife preaching, book decision, all that. You don't have to go to Vrindavan. He's not telling everybody to go to Vrindavan, but he's trying to say that don't keep on doing this material life, end of your life. By 51 you save such a money, such a way that you can start doing spiritual life, Vanaprastha. That's what he was trying to say.
Makes sense. Thank you, Guru. Hare Krishna.
I was saying, develop your consciousness, Vrindavan consciousness. See, there are two ways you can reach Vrindavan. One through your body, one through your mind. So when we go to Dham, our mind is still here, our body reaches Vrindavan. And by the time our consciousness is spiritualized in Vrindavan, we leave and body comes back. So what Maharaj is saying is, so if you have to go to Vrindavan, make your consciousness Vrindavan atmosphere, reach Vrindavan in consciousness. Right? And then if you physically go there, your consciousness reaches first and your body reaches later, so it's synced. Versus, okay, I have to go to Vrindavan, yes, go, book your ticket 2 months from now. But whole 2 months, no Vrindavan consciousness, and we reach Delhi, and we go to Vrindavan, but our consciousness is still here, right? And then you are there for 1 week, and then some consciousness comes. By the time we are ready to come, the body has come, and then the consciousness also comes with it, and the whole trip is gone. So Maharaj is saying, be Vrindavan conscious. And if you have a bandwidth where you can stay in Vrindavan and follow the instructions, that is perfect. But it mostly means have a consciousness which is Vrindavan consciousness. That means chant, hear, Namda Bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam.
I think he wants, after 51, give up the material life and start doing preaching. Wherever you are, there is Vrindavan.
So,
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Mero Man, Vrindavan. So even here, you preach, distribute books, it's Vrindavan.
We discussed in the lecture yesterday when I was talking about hearing. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taking the blessing from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he said that Grahe Krishna Bhaji Mora Deya Ashirvade Nila Chale Ali Nena Tumare Prasade. Then he gives the instruction, Jare Dekho Tare Kaho Krishna Upadesh. Then he says, if you do like this, Kabhi na bandhi be tumar vishayatran. You will be protected from sense gratification. So that is Vrindavan consciousness. So hear, get absorbed, things like that.
Even in the evening, you can see Mangalarti. You are worshiping.
Gaurarati.
Nay, India, Mangalarti, and here is evening. So one Mataji in Washington DC, she comes from work, she puts the TV on, and she follows the Mangalarti and Tulsi Arti and Japa and everything. So even if you stay here, you can be in Vrindavan. And if you stay in Vrindavan, if you are not there, then it's...
Hare Krishna. My reflection for the lecture is as simple as Guru Maharaj was trying to say that there's no art of living. The only art of living is prioritize Krishna in your life. Simple. And if you're in material world, whatever service you're doing rounds, don't deprioritize Krishna and do your rounds at 12 a.m. in the night. And similarly in your life, you do not wait for very old age when you're done with your material life and your body is not working, and then you prioritize Krishna. So the art of living is to prioritize Krishna now, when you're in the material world, earning and not retired, and prioritize Krishna when you're retired as well, but as early as possible when your body and soul and everything can support it. That was my takeaway for art of living. And no religious activity, no helping poor, no all of this meditation that people do, that is not art of living. Prioritizing Krishna is. Hare Krishna.
We have to keep our fish in the water, not out of the water.
Hare Krishna. This art of living is very famous. Sri Ravi Shankar has made it really famous all over the world. But here we actually hear from Gurudev what is real art of living. Simple living and high thinking is showing that what is our real self, that we are Atma, not the body. So prioritizing things for the Atma, not for the body. He gave his example that when Prabhupada asked him how much you are doing for your Atma versus your body, he really said that it really struck him, and he actually gave up a lot of his material titles, and he was totally into Krishna conscious, serving Prabhupada. Also he really focused on how you can live simply, and he spoke about all those costly affairs, all the 4 regulative principles. If you follow, that is, you are making your life simple, staying away from all these costly businesses, really focused on making sure grihasthas, they need to save, they really need to save, think intelligently, think how to save your money. Index fund was he's talking really big on that. So we have to focus on that. Then the point really stuck with me also is talking who's really poor. So the poor people are not, they don't have money, but the people who don't have the knowledge of Krishna, they are really poor. So that was a really striking point for me. And also he spoke about lolyam, developing the lolyam, greed for Krishna's service, devotee service. Those, if we are able to develop, that will help us advance in our spiritual life. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
So I just wanted to add just one more point. I think everybody covered it, but me and Chaitanya Dev Prabhuji and Swarna Gaurang Prabhu was discussing the same topic yesterday. So it looks like Guru Maharaj listened and gave an answer to us today by yes, the material life can be is filled with greed and rat race and whatnot. So that is actually kind of against the spiritual life. So Maharaj is giving very useful advice in how to practically lead a life, and and how to transition towards the spiritual life. And I mean, we are living in the spiritual life, but at 51 he is saying to do vanaprastha but how to do it practically. So that also is giving a path for the devotees in a very nice way. So that's all I wanted to add. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So I have 2 comments and 1 question here on this lecture. I think I heard this lecture about 6 or 7 years ago. And I followed Maharaj's advice where he said you should invest in index funds. And I can tell you, it works. That money doubled, more than doubled in the last few years. And for anybody who's not aware of what these funds are and have any questions, I can try to help. I'm a finance professional as well. It's not a personal advice or personal guidance. Of course, as we hear in the advertisements, mutual fund investments are subject to market risk and whatnot. So all those things are there, those risk factors are there. But what Maharaj is trying to say is that you need to plan your retirement effectively, especially as devotees. We need to be careful about our future planning and all that. So what I'm trying to say is Maharaj's advice works more than 100%. I have practically seen that. So definitely very, very practical, very beautiful lecture. The other thing, Maharaj talks about art of living, and again, learning from Maharaj's life and his teachings, what I understood, and his, from his disciples as well. We say art of living. I heard in a lecture, the art of living is in the art of giving. So when, with Krishna's mercy, our standard of living improves, we should not use that to enhance our own, life. We should try to use that for Krishna's service and giving. But so those were my kind of, reflections or comments. But I have a question for Guru Ma, and I kind of know that answer, but not fully. But because I've heard from Guru Maharaj and Guru Ma's lectures as to how they practice this principle. When Prabhupada asked you, when Maharaj just gave up his job, and I was thinking you were, you had you were still in a family life, you had children, and I think Guru Ma, I heard from you that when Maharaj gave up his job, you were still working for a little bit. But how does it how did it work for you is what I'm thinking. How did you sustain yourself financially? Of course, you were more than 100% dependent on Krishna and Prabhupada. But how did you sustain yourself with children, with family, with a home? And Maharaj stopped working and we worked for a little bit. So how did it work out for you? I'm just curious to know that. Hare Krishna.
When Prabhupada came, he didn't tell anyone else to leave the job. But he told Maharaj to leave the job. So I was thinking that Prabhupada can see our future. That's why he asked. Because Guru is always merciful to the disciple. So that's why he asked him to leave the job. And I had a full faith in Prabhupada that when he says something, if you depend on him, then everything goes good. So when he came home and he told me, he didn't ask me when he left the job. He came home and told me that I left the job. So I said, very good, because you're following Prabhupada's instruction. So I had a full faith that doesn't matter what happened, he's going to take care of me. And that's what happened. He gave more than we needed. He takes care. When he gives some instruction, then he gives power. So I was thinking, he didn't ask anyone else. So many devotees was there, so many disciples was there. But he particularly asked him. And in first meeting, he put his feet on his head. He was not even a disciple. So Guru can see your future. So Prabhupada knew that he will become a good devotee and he will preach. So he gave blessing. And we never had a problem. We stayed in the temple and it was such a beautiful life. I always miss. So when we came to India, he says, we will stay in the temple, but in Baroda, he was going to build his house right near the in the temple. But they said, no, you can't do it, because he got used to living in the temple, so he didn't want to live outside of the temple. And I used to like it so much, with the association of devotees, chanting, arti, seva. So when we was living in Vancouver, there was 16 apartments, and up and down, all devotees living. So it was like a Golok Vrindavan. So when I go uphill, I think, oh, I have to go into Maya. Like when you go out, you can feel it. And when you come back, you feel like, oh, I'm back in Golok. So we have to choose our association. That makes so much difference. But if you have material attachment and material friends, then you will compare with them and then you will feel bad. But when you have a devotee association, then it helps. Yeah. So I never had problem. And Maharaj told me to leave the job too. Like I was just doing work because I had I was doing key punching, so that's why I was thinking that some extra thing if you need it. And when we met Prabhupada, I have only one daughter. She was 5 years old, and she was such a nice devotee too. So one time I was working in Vancouver. He went to India and I got a job because he doesn't want me to work. So he asked me, it was Christmas time, and he says, from tomorrow don't go to work. Otherwise people will say that he's preaching and his wife is working. It's not good. So he says, quit the job. So I went to my boss and I said, from tomorrow I won't come. And it was Christmas time, like busy time. She said, are you crazy? I said, no, I'm not crazy. So she said, I won't take you back. I said, I don't want to come back. And then I quit the job. I like my job because I was hearing Prabhupada 7 hours a day. Over there, everybody here. So that's what my attachment was. Because at home you weren't able to hear that much, but over there you sit and you hear. And that was making me blissful. So when he told me to leave, I didn't want it to, but he said, no, you have to. So then I quit. So even working, my life was good. Associated with Prabhupada. And everybody wanted to verify my work because there's no mistake. And all I was doing is hearing Prabhupada and typing, but this is very Patel's work. Let me do that one, verify that one. That's what they was doing. And they all knew that time it was a cassette. So over there the table change. Anywhere you get place, you sit. So when they see my tape, they come and give it to me. And I used to take Radharani's skirt at work because sometimes the light goes, then nothing to do for hours. So I'll sit down and do my work. And I put Radha Kirchor Gopinath picture on my table. So somebody asked, what are you doing? Then across one girl was sitting, she says, she's making this for her Lord. So over there was preaching too, So it's nice. And my boss knew too that when there is a snow, I will call and say, I'm not coming. So one day she was saying, oh, Patel is going to call me any minute that I'm not coming. And then I call because I was thinking why to go, because we get some off once a month. So I used to save that and then I was not going. And then I used to wear sari all the time. So she will tell me, oh, you didn't wear pink sari for a long time. Can you wear tomorrow pink sari? She was Canadian, but she used to like the sari. So if you determine that I want to wear my dress, then everybody appreciates that you don't have to wear karmic clothes. So all you have to do is depend on your thing. In one factory, one person told that people was wearing tilak and they said, no, you cannot wear tilak. And one guy says, no, he wears the tilak. And he said, he can wear because he was determined. So we have to be determined when you want to do something. Hare Krishna.
Any more reflections? I have a question. So Guru Maharaj was trying to say that, like he was explaining that how we should lower our ego, right, and like think like lower than the worm in a stool, or right. So he was giving very nice examples. So I think doing that with devotees is something. Yes, we see other devotees doing that, and we get inspired to do that with devotees. But how do we make a switch that at work you behave differently, and then when you are in a spiritual environment you behave differently? Like, so that switch sometimes is very difficult because you get carried away with your day-to-day work and your day-to-day life. So how do we manage that switch? And yeah.
You have to follow Prabhupada, that when you go out you have to act like a lion, and when you come home you have to act like a goat. And Prabhupada used to be sometimes like a rose and sometimes like very angry or something, but he used to change. So we have to do practice at work that I don't want to follow them. You have to give them association. You don't have to take their association. Then it will help.
Okay, with that we will go to the next part of the program, which is Kirtan, which will be led by Ishika. Hari Bol. And thank you, Guru Ma, for sharing so much of nectar, practical experiences, realizations. That's the beauty of this Bhakti retreat. We get to know so much from how you and Guru Maharaj practically lived perfect Krishna conscious life. Very, very inspiring. Thank you, Guru Ma.
Just living with him, I just learned a little bit.
Yeah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namo Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की गो प्रेमानंदे।
Hare Krishna. It's a beautiful kirtan. We can have one more round of applause for Ishika and team. Hare Bol. So we will now hear from Shri Guru Ma. So Guru Ma, whenever you are ready, we can start the class. Hare Krishna.
ये यहाँ चलेगा? शील प्रभुपाद की, श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर की, श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की, श्री श्री गौरनिताई की। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। Today's subject is love, trust and cooperation. कहाँ चला गया? I took out, but then it went somewhere. Maybe I'll do something else. तो फिर मैं पहुंच गया. Once, some disciples of Srila Prabhupada were arguing with one another while serving in the temple. Each person wanted his own idea to be accepted. The atmosphere became disturbed, and the devotee forgot the real purpose of their service. They started arguing and they forgot about their service. When Srila Prabhupada came to know about this, he lovingly called them and said, Krishna conscious means cooperation. Alone you cannot do much, but together you spread Lord Krishna's message throughout the world. He then gave the example of a bundle of a stick. A single stick can be broken easily, but many sticks tied together cannot be broken. So we have to be always together. If you're doing alone, then you cannot do it. Similarly, devotee must remain united with love and trust. Prabhupada further said, your love for me will be shown by how much you cooperate with each other. Hearing these words, the devotee felt ashamed. They begged forgiveness from one another and began working together with humility and affection. Their service became successful, and the temple atmosphere again became peaceful and joyful. So sometimes when you argue in the temple, then the whole atmosphere becomes not good. The outside people must be there and they see that, oh, as a devotee they're doing, we thought the outside world is like that. So we came here to learn something, and then they see the same thing in the temple, then they go away. So we have to be very careful how we behave. And the first question they will ask, whose disciple they are, right? When you are young, if you do something wrong, they say, whose son is this? Or whose daughter is this? Always Pita or Mata get blamed. So in spiritual life, first thing everybody will ask, whose disciple are they? So the Guru's name goes bad. So we have to act such a way that we don't make our Guru look down. Moral. Real spiritual life grows through love, trust, and humility and cooperation. When people work together for a higher purpose, great achievement becomes possible. So that is a moral. One day during the early days of ISKCON, a wealthy businessman came to meet Srila Prabhupada. He proudly told Prabhupada, I have many employees, many buildings, and a successful business empire. Everyone works under my control. Srila Prabhupada smiled gently and asked, do your worker loves you? That was the question. The businessman becomes silent. After a moment, he replied, "They obey me because I pay them." Prabhupada then explained, fear and money can make people work temporarily, but only love and trust can make people serve wholeheartedly. So he was trying to say that we have to do it with love and trust. He continued, in Krishna consciousness, we do not simply command others. We care for them, guide them, and inspire them by personal example. Then cooperation naturally develops. So if you want to do something, then you have to do it, then the other people do it. In Montreal, they wanted paint done in the temple. So the president started painting, and all the devotees came and said, not you, we'll do it, we'll do it. If you go and ask who will do, then maybe they won't come. But he started doing it, then they do. To teach this lesson, Prabhupada himself would often work harder than everyone else, despite his old age. He translated book late into the night, traveled constantly, and encouraged every devotee personally. Seeing his sincerity and compassion, devotees developed deep trust in him and willingly dedicated their lives to spreading Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada is teaching us how to do it. The businessman was deeply touched. He realized that true leadership is not based on power alone, but on genuine care, honesty, and selfless service. The moral: leadership built on love and trust creates lasting cooperation, while leadership based on authority cannot touch the heart. Once two devotees in the temple were given the responsibility of distributing Srila Prabhupada books. One devotee was very talented and sold many books every day. The other was simple and shy, and sometimes he could distribute only 1 or 2 books. After some time, the talented devotee became proud and began criticizing the other devotees. You are not doing enough service, he said. Because of you, our team is becoming weak. The simple devotee felt hurt but remained silent. When Prabhupada heard about this, he called both of them. He lovingly asked the proud devotee, who gives success in service? That was the question. The devotee replied, Krishna gives success. Prabhupada nodded and said, then why are you proud? One devotee may distribute many books and another may distribute only 1. But if both are sincere, Krishna is pleased with both. Then he turned towards the shy devotee and encouraged him. Never become discouraged. Krishna sees your effort and sincerity. Finally, Prabhupada told them, a spiritual family runs on appreciation, trust, and encouragement, not criticism and pride. If you help each other grow, Krishna will bless you. Krishna will bless everyone. The two devotees apologized to each other and began serving together happily. Soon, not only did their books distribution increase, but their friendship and faith also became stronger. The moral: true cooperation means respecting and encouraging others, not competing with them. Love and trust makes any team successful. So we have to do it with love and trust. Then more people will join in your team. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a beautiful story of the friendship between Krishna and cowherd boys of Vrindavan. Every day Krishna would go to the forest with his friend to take care of the cows. The boys would play together. Oh, thank you. The boys would play together, share their lunch, sing, laugh, and protect one another. They trusted Krishna completely and followed him without fear. One day, while playing in the forest, they unknowingly entered a dangerous place where the terrible demon Aghasura was waiting in the form of a gigantic serpent. The boys became frightened, but because of their deep love and trust in Krishna, they stayed close to him. Krishna entered the serpent's mouth and destroyed the demon, saving all his friends. The cowherd boys then joyfully embraced Krishna, feeling completely protected in his presence. Their friendship was not based on selfishness or fear. They loved Krishna naturally and cooperated with one another. In every situation, Krishna also cared for each of them personally and never abandoned his devotees. Srila Prabhupada explains that the relationship between Krishna and the cowherd boys is the perfect example of pure love, complete trust, and joyful cooperation. Centered on God, moral. When relationships are based on love, faith, and selflessness, cooperation, even the greatest danger can be overcome peacefully. In the great epic Mahabharata, the five Pandavas' brothers, Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, and Sahadev, showed extraordinary love, trust, and cooperation together throughout their lives. During their exile in the forest, the Pandavas faced many hardships. They had lost their kingdom, comfort, and royal life. Yet they never blamed one another. Instead, they stayed united and supported each other with faith and affection. One day, while searching for water in the forest, the brother came upon a mysterious lake. A divine voice warned them not to drink the water without answering certain questions. Ignoring the warning, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, and Sahadev drank the water and immediately fell unconscious. Finally, Yudhishthira arrived. Seeing his brother lying on the ground, he became deeply sorrowful but remained calm. Respectfully listening to the divine being known as the Yaksha, he answered all the questions with wisdom and humility. Pleased by his truthfulness and love for his brother, the Yaksha offered to revive one brother. Surprisingly, Yudhishthira chose Nakula instead of the mighty Bhima or heroic Arjuna. He explained that since one son of his mother Kunti was alive himself, one son of Madri should also remain alive for fairness and justice. The Yaksha was greatly moved by Yudhishthira's impartial love, trustworthiness, and righteousness. As a reward, all the brothers were brought back to life. This story teaches that real cooperation grows when people care for one another selflessly and remain united even during difficulties. Moral. Love, fairness, trust, and unity give strength to overcome every challenge. There is one story. I don't remember name, so I write it down. There is a 6th Goswami, the same way in the south, 12 Alvaras. So, Pogai Alvar, it was so much raining, so he found one temple. And then he asked the pujari that tonight is very bad weather, so do you have a room for me to sleep in? So he says, there is one small room, you can go and sleep there. So Pogai went and slept there. And remembering the Lord, he was remembering the Lord. Meanwhile, Bhutan Alvar came to the same place and knocking his door where one Alvara was sleeping. He said, do you have a space for me? Because it's so much raining, I cannot go ahead. So the Pogai Alvar thought, for sleeping only one person room, but maybe we both will sit down. So he says, come in, we'll both sit down and we'll worship Krishna. We'll remember Krishna. So they both were sitting. And meanwhile, the third Alvar came, Pei, and he started knocking the door. And they both thought that only 2 persons can sit. But if we invite him, then we all 3 will stand up. So he opened the door and they all 3 were standing and glorifying Krishna. So when all 3 was doing that, the 4th person knocked the door. And then they says, let him come in and we will all go out. So they opened the door and then they find out it was a Vishnu. Because even Lord was in Vaikuntha, he wanted to go and stay with them because they were so cooperative. It was only little room, then 1 person can sleep, 2 person can sit, 3 person can stand up. And then Lord wanted to go and stay with them too. Because it's so much cooperation. So even Lord got attracted. So we have to cooperate like that with the devotees. So even Lord can come to hear his glories, because they was doing his glories. So whenever there is katha of Krishna, then he doesn't stay in Vaikuntha or anything. He comes and hears the katha. So because they was glorifying Krishna in that situation, so Lord came. This is about Prabhupada. To love means to trust and cooperate. Where Srila Prabhupada said about cooperation. Alone what can we do? Because you are cooperating with me, therefore I am advancing this movement. If you non-cooperate with me, I am an old man. What can I do? Question. Srila Prabhupada asks, it is a direct indication of the fact that for Krishna consciousness, no spread we need. Cooperate with each other with love and trust. To serve cooperatively is the taste of love. If you love, then you will trust and then you will cooperate. But if you don't love someone, then you cannot do it. So we have to see Krishna in everyone. Prabhupada, cooperation means what we say they must do. On many occasions, devotee would tell Srila Prabhupada, it is difficult to get along with other devotees. Srila Prabhupada replied, so you want everyone to be to your liking? If you have a good ship and a good Captain, does it really matter who else is on board? Means anybody can sit in the boat as long as the captain and they are good, then nothing going to happen. Real cooperation means rising above difference, working together with humility, and keeping the mission as the priority. We have to see that we want to spread Krishna consciousness. So we have to cooperate and love each other and trust. Like when Ramchandra, when they was building the bridge, then all the monkeys and everybody was cooperating and getting the stone. And so there was one small gilari, I think they call gilari. She was bringing in her mouth little bit too. So Hanuman said, get out of here from my way. I'm bringing big stone, but you're bringing very little. So Ramchandra heard that and he says, no, you both doing the same service. She's doing by her capacity and you're doing by your capacity. I see both of you doing the same. So Ramchandra was teaching Hanuman that you have to appreciate. Yeah, that's why she has, because Ramchandra got happy that she was trying to help. One time, Ramchandra was alone, and then he threw one stone, and the stone went down. And then he was looking at, I hope nobody's looking at me. And then Hanuman came, and he says, oh, I saw that the stone went in. So Ramchandra said, yes. So Hanuman says, you know, Lord, if you throw someone, how can he be up? You know, he have to drown. So we need your mercy. So because you throw him, that's why he went down. Srila Prabhupada desire. Your love for me will be shown by how much you cooperate to keep this institution together after I am gone. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita, chapter 52, I have done my part. He said, I have done my part, now you have to take care of the movement and cooperate with each other. Apne acharya Prabhu jivera sikhai. Lord's teaching by his own example. So when you cannot do something, then you cannot preach that you do that, because it won't work. One lady went to Gandhiji that my son is eating good and it's not good for him. Good. So he, Jagri. So he said, okay, come after 1 week. And then when they came, and then he says, better don't eat good. And the lady said, why you did that? You could have told that time. He said, because I was eating good. So I have to quit first. Then I can tell someone. Then it will work. But if I'm eating and I'm telling him, oh, don't eat, so it's not going to work. So even children, they look, when you tell them something, then they says, oh, you're not doing, why we have to do? So you have to be very careful, because they like to copy. So sometimes the people comes to me and says, oh, my children, they are not devotees, they are not listening. So I said, in front of them you have to do hearing, chanting, Diti worship. Then just looking at you, they will start. But if you don't do and if you tell them to do, it's not going to work. And how you tell them, that another thing. You have to appreciate when they do little service, you have to appreciate. Oh, thank you so much, you did it nice. Then next time they will do it themselves. But if you say, how did you do it? Look, this, then they will never do. So when you instruct the children, you have to be very careful. Because everybody needs appreciation, right? So we have to appreciate them. My phone is acting today, but then. the Gundicha temple cleaning. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cleaned the temple, Gundicha temple. Before the annual Rath Yatra, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally led hundreds of devotees in cleaning the Gundicha temple. So he did it himself, and then he engaged everybody. And they all was doing. That's why he says, Apne Acharya Prabhu Jivera Sikhaya. Indeed, hundreds of devotees were engaged in cleansing all around the temple, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally carrying out the operation just to instruct others. Prabhu kahe ke katha kariya che samarijan tarna dulli dekhali jenebe parikshram. Translation: The Lord then told the devotees, I can tell how much you have labored and how well you have cleansed the temple simply by seeing all the straw and dust you have collected outside. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu see the dust and the straw, how much they collected. So he was saying that how much labor you did to clean the temple, to please Lord Jagannath. How cooperation is shown. Set participation. Everyone worked together regardless of social status or position. Doesn't matter, rich or poor, they work together. Leadership by example. Mahaprabhu led by personally performing the service rather than only directing others. Division of service. Some devotees swept, other carried away dirt, while other fetched and poured water. Mutual encouragement. The devotee inspire one another to serve enthusiastically. Common purpose. Their united effort was to prepare a clean and beautiful place for Lord Jagannath. Lesson on cooperation from the Gundicha cleaning pastime. So Lord himself cleaned. So we have to, when we want to do something, we have to do it, then they all do it. They follow. Even the children, when you want to do something, Maharaj used to do that. When we were living in the house, he would say, everybody 10 minutes. Even children, me, Maharaj, we all clean. So whole house get cleaned so fast. So when they see that, then they like to do it. But if you do it alone, then it takes so long. So we used to do it together like that. And at night we used to read Mahabharata. And the kids used to like it. And we used to leave it such a point that next day they don't want to miss it. So they come before us and they say, come, we want to know what happened. So that's how they was, every day was reading Mahabharata. And then we used to sing bhajan, Vaishnav song. So it was very nice. So in Grahastha life you can do that. Engage children. You can read Bhagavatam or Mahabharata or some story you can tell them. Children always like stories. So if you read Mahabharata, in Mahabharata there is so many stories. So they love. Even in the village, the ladies get together and they read some pastimes in the evening. Or they can sing about Bhagavad. They have a Bhagavatam, whole Bhagavatam, you can sing. So they used to sing. So in the village life is nice. They go to temple morning and evening and then do the arti. They do arti, they go for the arti. And the children, they follow too. And then in the afternoon or evening, they read something. So sometime we have to spend time with the kids. When we don't give time to them, then they just on the phone. Will be so busy, who is coming, who is going, they don't know. Before they used to play outside, but now who goes? They play on the phone. So there is no physical activity. And they don't have time to read something nice or something. So we have to, when we want them to stop something, then we have to give something good. Like you tell them to watch Krishna storybook, Krishna serial, Mahabharata or Ramayana. So then they won't do that. They will get absorbed in Krishna consciousness. If they say something else, then in their mind it will be that. But if they see about Krishna, then their mind will be with Krishna. My daughter, Maharaj didn't wanted them to watch TV. So she always used to watch Mahabharata, Ramayana, Krishna story, Krishna's serial. So when she went to India, she had not hard time to learn Hindi, because all the time she was watching Hindi thing. And then that way she knew all the story about Mahabharata and Ramayana. So we have to give them something good too, not do something bad. And we have to spend time with them. Maharaj was saying he went to some businessman, so much money, they don't spend time with the kid. Even the man was taking care of the kid, and he was saying the man, mummy, mummy, because he was the one who was feeding. Didn't know mummy much about. So whomever you serve, that person loves you. So if you serve your children, then children will love you. If you serve Krishna, then Krishna will love you. If you serve dog, then dog will love you. Nowadays what happened, the children want pet. And they say, bring the dog. And then parent sometimes brings it, and then they don't do anything for the dog. The parent has to take them out. Parent has to feed them. So when children say that, you should not listen. Bring them a pet dog or something, toy dog. They play with it. Because it happens, even in India, so many people are keeping dog. So we asked them, why did you keep the dog? He said, you know what, these children brings it. So I said, why you listen to the children? They might ask anything. They might want to drink poison. You're going to give poison? So you have to know what you're doing. And the dog stays in the house is very bad. Maharaj said, whoever has dog, I won't go there and I won't give initiation to them. Because when you keep the dog, then Lord doesn't eat, because the whole house is so dirty. So he always used to chastise whoever was keeping the dog. He says, what is this? Because of the children, they bring the dog.
Why the children are asking for dogs?
Because they don't give time, so they have something to play with. Even in the drama yesterday, did you see? He wanted a dog. And the dog came, Bichara yogi, he couldn't do his meditation. It was for everyone, the way the whole thing was explained, when you try to do one thing and then more thing adds. And there is another story too, Puna Mushika Bhava. At the end, that person becomes tiger and he wants to eat the yogi who give the benediction. And then he says, Puna Mushika Bhava, so he becomes mouse again. In that one too, he grows like a dog and a cat and a woman and like that. So the story was like for everyone. Because that's how we increase everything, isn't it? He was happy by himself, meditating so nicely. Even Bharat Maharaj, he was happy meditating. He quit even queen and a kingdom and everything. And then he got attached to deer. Because he was on the river, and the whole story, the deer, he brings it home and then he will pick up the grass and he will feed him, and then slowly and gradually his meditation went away. Then he has to become deer in next life. And then after deer he got the Jad Bharat, and he said, this life I don't want to make mistakes. So he act like a mad person. because he knew everything, but he didn't want to get involved. So we had to be very careful. One time, Janak Maharaj was taking bath, and then somebody came, he says, "Oh, your whole kingdom is burning." And the Brahmana, their underwear was burning, so they ran to save it. And Janak Maharaj, he says, "It's not mine. Let it burn." Like he was king, but he was renounced. So he knew that everything belongs to Krishna, so it didn't get disturbed. The Brahmana was there. They was hanging the underwear and everything, so they ran to save, because the whole city was burning. But they was Brahman, but they was attached to the thing, and he is a king, and he was not attached. So, let it burn. It's not mine. Renounce. So we have to learn how to renounce. You can use it in Krishna's service, but if something happened, then it was Krishna's. Krishna took it. Krishna gives and he takes. Right? When you become good devotee, then Krishna gives everything. That's why when he becomes merciful, he takes away everything from you. Hari. And then when he knows that now he can use it in my service, then he gives. So we have to be very careful. So love, trust and cooperation. That way we can help Prabhupada to help the movement. That's what he always desired. He always used to get so happy, and he used to say, "Distribute my book, distribute my book, distribute my book." And when somebody was distributing, then he will call. And he says, "What are you distributing?" So the person will say, "This book." Then he will say, "Did you read this book? Before you go distribution, read the book. If you read the book, then enthusiastically, if somebody asks questions, then you will be able to answer that what is in this book. But if you didn't read, then what are you going to answer?" So he used to say that, read and then distribute. And he always liked the person, if they read Bhagavatam, Prabhupada used to like it, that devotees should read at least 3 hours a day, Bhagavatam. Then when you read Bhagavat, then you get renounced and you go towards Krishna. Me and Maharaj used to read Bhagavat every day. BNB was in the house trying to sell the house. And then the Bhagavatam make you so renounced that you think, "Oh, sell this." And then if somebody was knocking and he says, "Do you want to sell your house?" He said, "Yes, yes." And then we was trying to sell and we couldn't sell. Though Maharaj said, "Now don't show it to anyone." And he went to the temple. And then somebody came and I thought, "Oh, he said don't show it to anyone, but he came to my house to see it. Why not?" So I show it to him, anybody. Then we moved right near the temple. And I took service from Jagannath, making garland and dressing him and everything. And it was only 7 days we was in the apartment near the temple. And then Tamal Krishna Maharaj phoned that, "Please come to Chicago." Then we had to leave all the service and everything, and then we had to go to Chicago. Then I was praying to Jagannath that, "Sorry Jagannath, I took your seva and now I had to go. So please, when I go to Chicago, give me your seva." When I went to Chicago, I didn't even put my stuff away, and one devotee came. "From tomorrow, do you want to get trained dressing Jagannath?" I said, "Jagannath is so merciful." So all we have to do is desire, and we have to desire right. Then Krishna fulfills. He is eager to. In Vancouver, I asked, I don't know why I asked that. The Lord was there, and I said, "When you calling me on the altar?" I just went there. And then next day, there was a Rath Yatra the day after. And the Pujari's wife went to the Rath Yatra, and Pujari was in the house, and he fell asleep on the table like that. People knocking and phoning, he's not listening anything, he was just sleeping. And the devotee came to my house, and Maharaj was president, so she said to Prabhu, nobody's answering his door, and it's time to put Lord to sleep. What can we do? And by Krishna's mercy, I was just took shower and I was ready. So then I told Maharaj, I'll go do it. Because I remember that I told Krishna that when you're going to call me. So I knew he's calling me. So I went, and I didn't ask Radharani. I just asked only Krishna that when you're calling me. So I dressed Krishna, undressed Krishna and put the night dress, and the Pujari came in the back when the Radharani turn came. Can I take it over? Then I told Radharani, oh, I didn't tell you that you let me dress. So only Krishna got dressed and Radharani, he dressed. And Radharani has so many wire here and there, and I was just thinking how I'm going to do it, where should I start? And he came in the back and he says, can I take it over? So it happens sometimes. I used to dress Jagannath there, and Maharaj used to take me preaching. So when you go preaching is late sometime, even when you want to leave, people ask so many questions and stuff. So I used to tell Maharaj, tomorrow I have to dress the deities. I have to get up early. And he says, no problem, you can get up. But one day, I don't know, I fall asleep. And when I get up, it was late. And I ran to the temple, and I was telling Jagannath, today I'm going to have a heart attack, because I'm very late. So one devotee came to the door and she said, you want me to dress Jagannath today? I said, go ahead. Because I was worried that, because when I dress, I always make his turban. So it takes time. But she just put the crown on and she dressed him that day. One time I had to go preaching, so I made a crown already on the vase. I put the thing and then I decorate everything. And I went preaching. When I came next day, somebody undid everything and put it away. They thought I didn't have a time, so I left it. So they said, let me help her. So I said, oh my God. So the one devotee, yeah. So one devotee told me, you have to pay you have to write the note that please don't touch. I said, who is going to touch, so I never thought. But after that day, I start putting note. Devotee teach sometimes, And the other devotee says, I was trying to help you, that's why I took it out. I said, you didn't help me, you just put me in trouble. So sometimes I used to get late. So the Pujari will start dressing Jagannath. Like he will put skirt and a jewelry and everything. Then I come and I do the turban. He said, oh, you came, now take it over. So I do. And then all the devotees from outside, they're looking at it. And this is, who dressed today? Is not Amrita Kelly and is not Partha. Like, नीचे का ड्रेसिंग सारा पार्था का है और ऊपर का उसका है, किसने ड्रेस किया? So they used to ask me, who dressed today? I said, Partha and me both. That's why we couldn't figure it out. So looking at Diti, the devotee knows who dressed. So Diti service is very nice. So in Bangalore, I used to have seva. So it makes me so good. So when we moved to India, I was in Baroda, and then Gopal Krishna Maharaj said, come to Delhi. And then he told me that, you know what, if you come to Delhi, you will be able to go on the altar. So I was so happy that I was able to go on the altar. But then one day I was going on the altar, one pujari said, somebody didn't come, can you come on the altar? And Maharaj was chanting and I was going, and he says, Amrita Kili, where are you going? I said, Maharaj, on the altar. He went like this, you cannot go because there is ladies not allowed.
I was about to ask, in India, wherever they did it. In India, it's difficult to be in the altar, being a lady.
Yeah, you cannot. Only Brahmanas goes. So I was going to tell Maharaj that you told me I can go on the altar, and now you are the one who is telling me not to go. But then I didn't argue. I didn't went. So when I came India, that my service was gone and I was missing. Feel like something went away from your life. Because when you do every day, morning and evening, and all of a sudden, then I start worshipping my Gaunitai that way. I mean, over there I was worshipping too, but then. So when you talk to the deity, they reciprocate with you. You have to talk to them. That's what Satswarup Maharaj said. Then they reciprocate. Sometime me and Shyamarani, Gaunitai tells the same thing to both of us. One day I was thinking I'll make halwa, Gujarati halwa for Gaunitai with the milk. Because we went to the temple and we ate there, and then when we came home, so I had to cook something fast for him. So I was thinking I'll make halwa. So Shyamarani came and she says, Guruma, today we will make that Gujarati halwa. So I thought, Gaunitai, I really want to eat halwa today. And then Aradhika was there and she says, today can we make that Gujarati halwa? I said, we have to, because Gaunitai is telling everyone. Sometime I take him somewhere, and then mostly I put the dress like Monday, Tuesday, like whole thing is said. But he won't let me put it. He said, no, from inside I have a feeling that, no, put this one. So when I put and I take him wherever I'm going, they're wearing the same color. So he wants to wear same color that they wear. And then they ask me, how do you know that we put this color? I said, he's the one. He decided to put that. So they sometimes do that. And they take care really nicely. One time, Shyamarani's son he fell down and his tongue got cut. And it was COVID. So he took him to the hospital. And we was worried because in COVID, So she slept, and then she had a dream of Nityananda, my Nityananda. And he came and he said, you came with him too, downstairs. And Nityananda told her that don't worry, everything will be okay. So before he was talking not clear, like Totla bolta tha. But after that cut, he starts speaking good. So I told her, see, whatever Krishna does is always good for us, but we think, why this happened? Because first it happened to him in Delhi. Then they fix it, but the Totla bolna fix nahi hua tha, to fir se gira, then it became good. So, one time I wanted to dress my Gaunitai, but whoever goes first, they dress. If Shyamarani goes first, then she dress, and if I go first, then I dress. And then I was telling Gaunitai, today I want to dress you. So I was getting ready so fast, but she came before me. So she started dressing, and Gaunitai is telling, not you today, she is going to dress me. Like he didn't let her dress. Then she came in and she said, I'm trying to dress Gaunitai, and he's saying, you're going to dress. Are you going to dress? I said, yes. So then I went and dressed. So that's how they reciprocate with you. My Nityanand was so happy when we was coming from Delhi hospital to Vrindavan. Then I thought Nityananda is going to do some miracle. When I go to Vrindavan. And he was so happy, he never was that happy before. Smile. Still now he's smiling. Chaitanya is a little bit sad, but Nityananda is smiling because I think he was taking Maharaj Guru Tattva, so he was happy. Is there any question? Did I take a long time? No.
At been observing that Guru Ma takes a very peculiar care of deities.
Try करती हूँ.
I would request all of you to look at the deities today. She has personally put some changes, and all the deities are like perfectly visible. And
Yeah, because sometimes what happens, the small deity is there and somebody doesn't think. They come and put big deity in front of them. So small deity can't even see any festival or any prasadam. They can see, but that's how I feel. That it should be small deity in the front and the big deity should be always in the back. But sometimes the last person comes, he just in a rush, so he just puts the deity wherever they can. So we have to be careful. So.
Any questions or reflections?
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. So I just want to share one experience which we shared at Guru Maharaj's Maharaj ashram. So once me and Krishna Chaitanya Prabhuji went to the ashram, and it was time of Radha Ashtami, I guess. So at Radha Ashtami, what Prabhuji did is we printed some of the Radharani's photos, small photos, and the first photo we took it to the ashram and we gave it to Guru Ma. So Guru Ma just went to the altar and she was like seeing God Nitai, and she said, "Oh, God Nitai wants the Radharani's photos in the middle. That's why they left the space in the morning between them." So she says she just placed the photo in the middle of God Nitai, and I was so mesmerized, like, oh, Guru Ma is talking to deities, and everything was so wonderful there. So that's my experience with that. Thank you, Guru Ma.
Right now too, the Maharaj room, they have a Radha Shyam Sundar. So we offer in temple, in my temple, and then we take that prasadam to Maharaj room that Maharaj can have. But I didn't have Radha Shyam Sundar picture on my altar. So when I go there, I said, oh, this already Gonita ate, and now Maharaj is going to eat, and Shyam Sundar is standing right there. So what I did is I brought small Radha Shyam Sundar picture and put it in between Gaur Nitai. So when I offer, the Radha Shyam Sundar will eat there too. So when I take it for Maharaj, I won't feel that, oh, Radha Shyam Sundar didn't eat. So you have to be very personal with the deity.
Hare Krishna. I really liked that story that Guru Ma mentioned, that when the three Alvaras were already adjusted, they were adjusting and they were in a tight situation, adjusting in that small room, and they were ready to give up that and make space for the third person who knocked on the door. And so wherever there is love, trust and cooperation, even Vishnuji
came, then they all three was
there.
going to come out and give him a space.
Yeah. So in our lives, if we have love and cooperation, so that I feel that now I mean, it reminds me that Vishnuji will be there, and so that's so nice. Yeah.
One time what happened, we was traveling, and in the south, when you go in the December, so when you come back, it's like so many people, even if your seat is booked, you won't get it sometime. So Krishna Chaitanya did drama of this, with the one devotee was sitting and then the other came and sleeping and the other came and they sit down and the third came and they were standing. So when we reach at night to the train, it was so many people there, so it was hard to get your place. And one Mataji said, I'm going to get mine, whatever is mine. I said, didn't you see the play today? Just get whatever you can, Krishna gives you, just take it. So that drama was right appropriate that day. Oh yeah?
Hare Krishna Guru Ma. So, I mean, we are looking for something which is not happening. So we cook something and then we offer it to Nitai Mayapur Chandra. So, but that day, I'm waiting for that day when we cook what we want to eat, but when that will happen, when we will cook what they want to eat. So, is there any way to know or some direction you can head to?
When you go buy grocery, then you think what Lord will like, which sabji Lord's like, and what he likes to eat. So you buy like that, and then you cook for him.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Guru.
He will tell you from inside, I want this. So we have to cook what he likes, and then we take prasad.
Okay. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam Guru Maharaj, Danvat Pranam Guru Ma. This topic is very important, the one you mentioned, and takeaway points like a love, trust, and cooperation between the devotee, and rise above the difference of each other. And also, I like the example you gave about the Lord Ram. Even Hanuman, a little squirrel, was doing. They both doing the same service. This was Lord C and Prabhupada sees and Guru Maharaj sees. Yes, and love with humility and encourage even small service was done, and that's make devotee to do the more service and communicate with each other.
So we have to appreciate everyone.
Yes, that was very nice.
Even
you
the children
mentioned.
wants to do something, we have to appreciate.
Yes, thank you. Hare Krishna.
My daughter used to do that when I make garland. She says, I'm going to make something for Radha Madan Mohan. And I thought, so she was making, but I was, when I was giving the garland to the pujari, I won't take her. So she will come and she says to Partha, this is for Radha Madan Mohan. And then when I used to make for Prabhupada, she will make it for Danda, in Danda like this. So she will make small garland for Danda, for Prabhupada. So when the children does, they do it with so much devotion, so we have to offer.
And one more thing also you mentioned about like when we talk to deity and they does reciprocate. That was very nice. Yes. And like talking about Jai Govind Prabhu, he always go to store and he think even if he's fasting or something, but he always bring the fruit what Krishna would like, and which I forget sometime. So that was nice. You mentioned that what Krishna like we should cook. Hare Krishna.
Maharaj used to buy so much flowers, mogra flower, and he would fill up my fridge, and I said, where I'm going to put the vegetable? But he likes flowers so much for Lord, because when he travels sometime in Best or somewhere, so he doesn't get that much flowers. So when you are in Vrindavan, then he just say decorate with the flowers. So, and
Okay,
he
so
always used to do seva of decorating with the flowers.
We'll take one more before the drama starts.
Hare Krishna Guruma. Radharani's reciprocation, I want to tell something. So in ISKCON Columbus temple, there is a devotee, he got initiated, his name is Manohar Chaitanya Prabhu. So 2015 he started developing a backache. He used to make Mangala sweet for the deities there. So he was thinking, whom shall I give the service? So he saw me and he gave that to me. They wanted somebody who had a strong back so that they can stir it for 4 hours. So I started doing the service. So what is happening? Radharani is arranging, like if I am gone, he comes there.
Oh.
He gets transferred in US different places. So we moved from Columbus to Charlotte. Before we were moving, I was thinking who's going to take this service. All of a sudden he appeared there in Columbus. He moved from a nearby place. They got transferred to Columbus. He got a job. And then he started serving.
I know, Lord's always arrange.
Yes.
When I was working in the restaurant, always the cleaner person doesn't sometimes comes. And then I think, oh, Krishna will arrange. And then somebody always used to come and then do it. So when you depend on the Lord, that's it. when Maharaj wanted to become Guru, so I went to Nrsingadev and I prayed to him, Mayapur Nrsingadev. I prayed to him that, Nrsingadev, if it is not good for him, then don't make him Guru. But if it's good for him, then make him Guru. Because I didn't wanted him to become Guru, but he has a strong desire. So I prayed like that and I came out and what was that Maharaj's name? He was telling Mahamantra, now you become temple president and let him become Guru. And I says, Nrsingadev start working right. Then in 2 months he became Guru after that. March, August, before October he became Guru. So then I was happy that Nrsingadev make him Guru, so it must be good. Otherwise I was thinking he should not become Guru, because it's a big responsibility. Time I lost my japa bag in Mayapur. So I was telling Nrsingadev, you have to give me my japa bag. I don't know Mayapur Jagannath, I talked to him like that. So then from inside, he said, make some arrangement that it can come to you. So I went to the security, lost and found, and I said, my japa bag is red and this is the phone number. If somebody brings, then please call me. So Nrsingadev told me that you have to make arrangement of how I'm going to reach you with the mal. And then I went and take prasadam. I was taking prasadam in my plate. And I gave Maharaj number, so phone came. And then when I came with the prasadam, Maharaj said, your japa bag is there, go get it. So Nrsingadev is so merciful, give intelligence. Because when you lose your japa, you know how you feel? That whole world is over. So when I found it, I got my japa bag, I was so happy. And then I was thinking, it's good I told Nrsingadev, so he gave me intelligence to go lost and found. So, Nrsingadev is merciful. And I used to make a jewelry for him when I go to Mayapur. And then I tell him, I want to see you wearing before I go. So he won't wear, and I thought, oh, maybe he didn't like it. But then I have to sit in the bus, and I will tell Maharaj, 1 minute I'm going to go see the Diti, because when you leave it hard, no? You cannot go sometime temple. When I go, and then he's wearing. Every time I give jewelry, he did that. Last day he went. Okay, do the Dhamma.
Thank you so much, Guruma, for sharing such a nectar, and I think everyone wants to just keep listening to you. So we'll continue, hopefully. And we will now have the drama by Guruma ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So now the next part is, as expected, or as I'm guessing, will be very vibrant, very dynamic drama by Ohio devotees. So, are we set? Who is leading, Guru? We have to give Guru Maharaj. Yes.
जो भी बोलना इतना अच्छा लगा था, बड़े मजे आ रहे थे, भगवान की बनाई बहुत
नहीं नीचे नहीं लेके आना, पीछे लेके जाना, पीछे ले जाना, हाँ पीछे लेके जाना, नीचे नहीं चाहिए। Hare Krishna. Please bear with us for 1.5 more minutes. So we are getting ready. You see that we have a lot of props, we have a lot of dress-ups. But anyways, so yeah, we are getting ready. I'm just kidding.
What do I say? Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you for your patience. This is, sorry, this is our drama from the Columbus Devotee Congregation. Every year we've been trying to do a funny skit that has, a deeper meaning. And this one's actually kind of different from our past ones, because in the past ones, we've really talked about types of people you can meet outside of the temple. And this one is a personality that you could meet inside the temple. So I hope you enjoy. And yeah, you can laugh, no worries. Okay, Haribol.
भगवान श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु बताते हैं कि जो अपने आप को एक तिनके से भी अति तुच्छ मानता है, जो वृक्षों से अधिक सहिष्णुता रखता है, चाहे कोई कितना भी अपमान करे, वह सदैव सबका मान सम्मान करता हो, वही भगवान श्री कृष्ण के पवित्र नामों का कीर्तन कर सकता है।
जीवेर स्वरूप होए कृष्णेर नित्यदास। हम में से प्रत्येक जीव का वास्तविक पहचान भगवान और उनके पार्षदों का दास होना है। ये उपदेश तो गुरु, साधु और शास्त्र दे रहे हैं, परंतु क्या हम सभी इसका वास्तव में साक्षात्कार कर पाते हैं या भक्ति में आकर सीनियर डिवोटी सिंड्रोम के शिकार हो जाते हैं?
आपने अभी तक बहुत सी बीमारियों के बारे में सुना होगा, लेकिन आज हम आपको ऐसी बीमारी के बारे में बताने जा रहे हैं जो कदाचित सभी जगह विद्यमान है।
आपको हम एक ऐसे ही रोगी के पास लेकर जाते हैं जो अपने आप को तथाकथित सीनियर डिवोटी मान बैठे हैं।
देख रहे हैं आप, मेरा ही बचपन है। पहले मैं भी भगवान के लिए फल लेकर जाया करता था। नया नया था ना, अच्छा लगता था, पर अब तो मैं भक्त बन गया हूँ। अब तो घर की ही बात है। घर में भला फल लेकर कौन जाता है? अब मैं फल लेकर जाता नहीं हूँ, दूसरों को बोलता हूँ कि फल लेकर जाया करो। सीनियर भक्त बन गया हूँ ना मैं, सीनियर प्रभु जी।
तो देखा आपने सीनियर डिवोटी के लक्षण। आइए प्रभु जी को थोड़ा करीब से जानते हैं।
क्या बात है, ये बेस के बच्चे तो बहुत बड़े हो गए हैं। अब तो संकीर्तन कर रहे हैं साथ में, क्या बात है। नाचो नाचो, गाओ, प्रसाद पाओ। नाचो नाचो।
प्रभु जी आइए आइए, कीर्तन में डांस कीजिए।
हरे कृष्णा। अरे क्या कर रहे हो आप? प्रभु जी काफी सीनियर भक्त है। प्रभु जी 2014 से जुड़े हुए हैं, समझे?
और तो और प्रभु जी दीक्षित भी हैं। और सुनो, मेरी मानो तो प्रभु जी अब भक्त भी नहीं है। अरे मेरा मतलब प्रभु जी अब भक्त थोड़ी ना है, अब तो आप भक्त से भी ऊपर हो गए हैं। अब तो आप भक्त बनाते हैं।
अच्छा प्रभु जी, सीनियर होने पे कीर्तन में नाचते नहीं है क्या?
कीर्तन में मैं नाचा करता था, बट नाउ आई एम अ स्पिरिचुअल लीडर। बड़ी बड़ी सेवाएं करता हूँ। इतना बड़ा प्रचारक बन गया हूँ ना मैं, सैकड़ों लोगों को डायरेक्ट कृष्ण भक्ति दे रहा हूँ। हालांकि इतने लोग नहीं है मेरे पास। वही मैं बता रहा था कि अब ये सूट नहीं करता यार। आप डांस कर रहे हो और कोई वीडियो बना के एक्सपोज कर रहे हो। सीनियर होके ये सब नाच गाना करना अच्छा थोड़ी लगता है। अब कुछ प्रसाद का इंतजाम है मेरे लिए?
जी प्रभु जी, है ना?
अरे है तो लेकर आओ ना, भूखा मारोगे क्या? आसन कहाँ है? अरे बैठने के लिए नहीं बोलोगे क्या? कुछ अरेंजमेंट किया है कि नहीं? अरे इस आसन पे बिठाओगे मुझे? तुम्हारे बेस में कभी कोई सीनियर नहीं आया क्या? सीनियर्स का रिस्पेक्ट करना नहीं जानते तुम? जाओ कुछ अच्छा आसन लेकर आओ। हाँ ये देखो, ये तुमसे ज्यादा समझदार है। वाह बढ़िया। अरे ये क्या डोने जैसे साइज की प्लेट लाए हो? बड़ी प्लेट नहीं है क्या? बड़ी प्लेट लेकर आओ। दिखता नहीं क्या साइज मेरा?
प्रभु जी और चाहिए?
अरे ऐसा पूछना नहीं होता है। जब तक प्रभु जी हाथ ना रोक दे तब तक डालते रहो, समझे?
बस सीनियर होने का यही फायदा है, सबको एक, हमको दो दो प्लेट।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु, आपने तो प्रसाद मंत्र पढ़ा ही नहीं।
क्या बोला तुमने?
प्रभु आपने तो प्रसाद मंत्र पढ़ा ही नहीं।
तो क्या, कितने साल हो गए आपको भक्ति करते? हाँ
प्रभु जी जनवरी में ज्वाइन किया था, 6 महीने हो गए प्रभु जी।
6 महीने, 11 साल लीडर। क्या स्पिरिचुअल लीडर हूं मैं, आध्यात्मिक लीडर। बड़ी बड़ी सेवाएं कर रहे हैं, प्रीचिंग कर रहे हैं, भक्त बना रहे हैं। अब मेरे लिए ये सब जरूरी नहीं है। इतना टाइम कहाँ है मंत्र वगैरह पढ़ना? ये सब तो नए नए लड़के आप सब लोग के लिए है, 6 महीने वाले। अभी हम बहुत ऊपर उठ गए हैं, समझे? भक्त बन गए हैं, भक्त, सीनियर भक्त। अभी हमारा भी एक लेवल है, लेवल बहुत बढ़ गया है, समझे?
समझ गया प्रभु जी, माफ कीजिए।
हाँ अब समोसा खाने दीजिए हमको, यह भी कृष्ण का प्रसाद है। बड़े आए मंत्र पढ़ाने।
ये सीनियर डिवोटी विद्वान और अनुभवी तो हैं, परंतु ऐसी विद्या और ज्ञान प्राप्त करने से क्या ये वास्तव में एक साधु कहलाएंगे? आइए हम भगवत गीता यथारूप से देखते हैं।
5वां अध्याय 18वां श्लोक। विद्या विनय संपन्ने ब्राह्मणे गवि हस्तिनी शुनि चैव श्वपाके च पंडिताः समदर्शिनः। भगवान श्री कृष्ण अर्जुन को बोलते हैं कि जो वास्तव में साधु पुरुष हैं, वे ज्ञानी और विद्वान होने के साथ अति विनम्र होते हैं। वे सभी जीवों को एक समान दृष्टि से देखते हैं।
यहाँ श्रीला प्रभुपाद अपने तात्पर्य में बताते हैं कि परमात्मा बिना किसी भेदभाव के सभी शरीरों में विद्यमान है।
क्या बात है, क्या बात है, बड़ी पढ़ाई वढ़ाई हो रही है। क्या पढ़ रहे हो?
प्रभु जी भगवत गीता पढ़ रहा हूँ।
हम भी पहले बहुत कुछ पढ़ा करते थे, भगवत गीता, भागवतम, चैतन्य चरितमृत, प्रभुपाद के सारे स्मॉल मीडियम सब बुक 3-3 बार पढ़ चुके हैं, लेकिन अब नहीं पढ़ते।
अब नहीं पढ़ते? ऐसा क्यों प्रभु जी?
अरे सीनियर हो गए हैं ना, अब हम नहीं पढ़ते। लोगों को बोलते हैं कि पढ़ो। अभी नहीं समझ में आएगा, आप भी जब मेरी तरह सीनियर हो जाएंगे ना, तब आपको समझ में आएगा। अरे बाल पकाने पड़ते हैं, बाल। लगे रहो पढ़ाई में, पढ़ते रहो पढ़ते रहो।
बहुत बड़े सीनियर डिवोटी हो गए हैं। अगर ऐसे ही परिस्थिति बनी रही तो क्या होगा इनका? आइए चलकर देखते हैं।
केशवरीता नर हरि रूपा, जय जगदीश हरि जय।
देख के नहीं चलते, अंधे हो क्या?
अरे सॉरी प्रभु, सॉरी।
प्रभु जी बोल ना लायक।
जी प्रभु।
पीछे जी लगा ना लायक, पीछे आगे नहीं।
जी प्रभु जी।
अरे आजकल के ये सब नए भक्त लोग हैं, वैष्णव सदाचार का तो कोई चीज ही नहीं है इनके अंदर। जाओ जाके सेवा करो, हटो। सीनियर बनने का यही फायदा है, दाएं बाएं 2-3 लोगों को चमका सकते हैं। सीनियर प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी मुझे याद आया, मैंने आपको आज संडे प्रोग्राम का लेक्चर देने को बोला था ना, बट सॉरी प्रभु जी, अभी आपसे भी एक सीनियर भक्त आए हैं प्रभु, तो अभी वो लेक्चर देंगे, तो आप एडजस्ट कर लीजिए। हरे कृष्णा।
हमसे सीनियर? हमसे? अरे आखिर हो क्या रहा है? बेइज्जती? अरे कब ये लोग समझेंगे हमारी महानता, विद्वत्ता, श्रेष्ठता, गुणवत्ता? कब समझेंगे ये लोग? कोई नहीं समझता। अरे इतने बड़े उत्तम अधिकारी स्तर पर पहुंच गया हूं, लेकिन ये सारे कनिष्ठ अधिकारी, रिस्पेक्ट नाम का तो कोई चीज ही नहीं है इन लोगों के पास। अंधकार में है ये सब। अरे कौन इनके जीवन में प्रकाश डालेगा? पूरे इस्कॉन को अपने कंधे पर लेकर चलना पड़ेगा, और कोई रास्ता नहीं बचा है मेरे पास।
सीनियर प्रभु जी, अगर सोच विचार हो गया हो तो श्री गौर राधा वल्लभ जी के दर्शन करने चलें।
अरे रसिक कृष्ण प्रभु, प्रणाम प्रभु जी, प्रणाम। बड़े दिनों बाद दर्शन हुए आपके। हाँ, कहाँ थे आप इतने दिन?
अरे प्रभु, थोड़ा मैनेजमेंट के काम से मैं बाहर गया था।
अच्छा, आइए आइए प्रभु जी, आइए।
अरे पूरा प्रणाम कीजिए।
हाँ प्रभु, हाँ, लेकिन थोड़े घुटने दुखते हैं ना, तो पूरा दंडवत प्रणाम नहीं कर पाता हूँ मैं।
प्रभु जी, हमसे भी बड़े सीनियर डिवोटी हैं, वह भी पूरा प्रणाम करते हैं, आप भी करिए।
प्रभु जी, मेरा एक प्रश्न है।
हाँ जरूर।
प्रभु जी, आप इतनी बड़ी बड़ी सेवाएं कर रहे हैं, आप भी एक बहुत बड़े लीडर हैं, बहुत अच्छा प्रचार कर रहे हैं, काफी कुछ कर रहे हैं, तो जो छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं, ये पूरा प्रणाम करना, ये कीर्तन में नाचना, ये मिनियल सर्विसेज करना, आप इतने विनम्र भी हैं, ये सब आप कैसे कर लेते हैं? मुझे तो यह बड़ा बर्डन लगता है। हालांकि हम लोग सीनियर डिवोटी हो गए हैं, बड़े बड़े प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं, ये छोटी छोटी चीजें करने की अब उतनी क्या जरूरत है?
प्रभु जी, ये प्रणाम करना, कीर्तन में नाचना, छोटी सेवाएं करना, ये सब तो भक्ति के विभिन्न अंग हैं। वास्तव में हम कहाँ कुछ कर रहे हैं? आप देखिए ना, श्रील रघुदास गोस्वामी जी जो हजारों बार वैष्णवों को प्रणाम करते थे, अमरीश महाराज इतने बड़े सम्राट थे, वे अपनी सभी इंद्रियों को भगवान की सेवा में लगाए रखते थे। और हमारे इस्कॉन संस्थापक आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद, जिन्होंने अकेले कितने मंदिरों को स्थापित किया, बड़े से बड़े मैनेजमेंट को संभाला, रात्रि में ग्रंथों की रचना की, शिष्यों को अपना प्रवचन दिए, पत्रों द्वारा उपदेश दिए, पूरा वर्ल्ड वाइड प्रीचिंग किया, इतनी बड़ी संस्था को जगत में स्थापित किया। प्रभु और हम अनेक मंदिरों में से एक मंदिर की कुछ जिम्मेदारी निभाकर अपने आप को सबसे बड़ा लीडर समझने लगे हैं। क्यों प्रभु?
हाँ, सही कहा प्रभु जी आपने। कुछ साल बिताने के बाद, कुछ स्किल सीख जाने के बाद लोग उसी को भक्ति की सफलता का सूचक मान लेते हैं। लीडर बन जाना, पोजीशन हासिल कर लेना, सो कॉल्ड सीनियर बनकर यहाँ वहाँ चौड़े में घूमना। लगता है मैं भटक गया था प्रभु जी, आप मुझे वापस ट्रैक पर ले आए। आपने मुझे एक नई आशा दी है, बैक टू बेसिक्स। यह तो सही बात है कि समय बीतने के साथ जो छोटी छोटी बातें हैं, हम भक्ति के बेसिक्स को ही भूल जाते हैं और बाद में तो अहंकार से किसी का भी पतन हो सकता है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद प्रभु जी, आपने मुझे सचेत कर दिया, वरना मैं भक्ति पद से भटक कर पता नहीं किधर चला जाता। मैं आपका बहुत आभारी हूँ प्रभु जी, मैं आपका बहुत आभारी हूँ।
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा। तो देखा आपने, कौन है यहाँ महान और कौन है वास्तव में नादान। जीवन का लक्ष्य एकमात्र भक्ति करना है।
भले ही आपको ना मिले कोई मान या सम्मान, आज इस नाटक से ये समग्र उठान, वास्तव में भगवान और उनके शुद्ध भक्त हैं महान।
Hare Krishna. I don't think we need to introduce much. Our director was Ishika and myself, Rasik Krishnadas, Rasika Radhika Devi Dasi, Shama Rasika Mataji, and Akshay Krishna Prabhu. And he is a senior devotee. It's actually directed by Ishika, but all the game plan and the basics of it, everything was provided by Akshay Krishna Prabhu. Mother Murari Prabhu, and then our Amarnath Krishna Prabhu.
75% of the entire effort that was required in this place. So glories to God.
Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you, Guru Ma. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Please everyone come on the stage. We'll have a group picture. So wherever you can find a place, please stand, sit, so that we can finish this ritual as soon as possible. This is one of the most beautiful and important ritual of all. All the shorter people in the front, you can sit, and all the tall people should be in the back. All the tall people needs to go in the back. Yeah, beta, you will have to you go in the middle over there. Then you sit. No, beta, then only your picture will come.
They can sit over there.
Yeah.
Shika.
Okay, last time we chat. I was like the main person.
Come back here.
All the food
Haribol. Guys, this is going a little out of control. There are some people who are trying to get on the stage from the back. Girls, can you move from here? Let him come first. Prabhuji. Aye, bro. Haribol. Aye, bro. Aye. Hare Krishna. Aye. Let him come first. The tall people go in the back. Aye, Prabhu. Aye. Beta, now come. Yeah, you all come. All right. So, be careful. Be careful. Yes. Beta, you go. Prabhu, लग जाएगा, लेकिन 2-3 कैमरे वाला हो तो ज़्यादा अच्छा है. Yeah, but kids, can you come on this side, please? Can you come on this side, kids? Tall kids, yeah, both of you on this side, you can stand here. Yeah. No. I think timer has to be set someone who sits in the front.
Okay. Who can do that?
Okay, you know what? Give me, I'll take the phone.
Yeah,